This afternoon, the Lakers of Mercyhurst open up their 2000 season, hosting the Warriors of Wayne State in a key GLIAC contest. Good afternoon, everyone. Along with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis, I'm Steve Bowen. Glad that you could join us. Rob, this is, first of all, let's talk about the weather, because this is bad for football players to be wearing helmets and pads and jerseys. 110 down in the field already.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to play in heat like that. And it's just, it makes the game go on so much longer. And, you know, you got the cramps, you got everything you got to worry about out there. And, you know, you already got the factor of playing the game, let alone you don't want to be battling everything else, and let alone the heat, you know, and it makes the game so much tougher for everybody else.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams deal with it, because honestly, it's been hotter the last 2 weeks in Detroit, about 10 to 15 degrees hotter than it has been here in Erie, so it may not affect Wayne State that much. Yeah,
we'll see how fresh everybody stays. You know, you got to rotate a lot of players in. I know I looked at a thermometer down there, and it's pushing over 100 degrees down there on the field. Well, right now it says 80, but I mean, before I was down there, it was pushing over 100 degrees, and let me tell you, it's a hot one out there today.
Yeah, a little bit of luck as some cloud cover came by, because about an hour ago when the sun was out, it was beastly. Speaking of beastly, we should talk about Wayne State first. They come into this game and into this season coming off an 0-11 campaign. New first-year coach Steve Kazor. They have 19 starters returning, 9 on offense, 10 on defense, but the defense, that's kind of damning with faint praise. They gave up over 45 points a game last year.
Yeah, their first preseason game, though, they came out strong, and I guess good things are looking ahead for this team. And this new coach, he means business, and he's coming in here and going to try to steal a win off of Mercyhurst today.
They're in a different position than Mercyhurst on the offensive side of the ball, is that in that their quarterback returns, Justin Sharon, who passed for over 1,300 yards last year, and they have their leading wide receiver back, and that's Pierre Brown. They're looking to score some points this year, too.
Oh, absolutely. They got some playmakers over there, and they got some big play guys. You know, you got some deep threats, and you can see a lot of yards getting changed hands on 1 or 2 given plays. You know, I mean, I don't think they're going to be the team that's going to come out and clip 2-3 yards at a play. They're going to be there's some big play guys out there, and they're going to make some big plays.
Yeah, not a whole lot of smash mouth in this game, because if you look on the other side of the ball, the Mercyhurst Lakers, a record-setting offense last year, they returned 10 starters, and yet probably the biggest question mark maybe in the entire league is, how are they going to do without record-setting quarterback Matt Kissel? He was a 3-year starter, 2-year All-League. They're starting sophomore redshirt Mac McCardle, and according to Joe Kimball, the head coach, he says McCardle just needs to do the things that he's capable of doing. He doesn't have to be Matt Kissel, because not many people could be.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, you know, I was talking to a couple of players down on the field before the game, and they were talking about how they're a little disappointed in ranked 10th coming out. You got all these playmakers out there. I think the quarterback is going to come out, and he's going to be a little antsy in the beginning, because everybody is. I mean, no matter what they say, you know, you're still worked up. You're to come out, and after a couple series, he's going to settle down. And if he makes his reads and he does the right thing, hey, you know what I mean? You got good people around you, good coaching. You got players with experience around you. You settle down and you play. He's going to be all right.
McCardle's a name that might be familiar to a lot of Erie fans. He was the starting quarterback for Upper St. Clair High School back in 1998 when they defeated McDowell in the PIAA Western Finals, and was a kid who, I was at that game, first 3 quarters didn't do much of anything spectacular. In the 4th quarter, he just made every single play, and Joe Kimball points to that gutsy winning attitude that he has as to why he's the starter this year.
Absolutely. Whatever, I'll tell you right in the beginning is that everybody says, well, you know, there's other guys out there leader. Well, the quarterback's a guy. You're in the offense, he's got to take charge. If you got a quarterback that don't take charge in the offense, your offense ain't going to go anywhere. I mean, you could have good players, you could have playmakers, but it all starts with him. He's the heart of the offense, and he's got to step up and make plays. I mean, like my coach used to say, hey, you know, you're a veteran, you know, stepping out there on the field. You can't play like a rookie anymore. You step up in the veteran spot, you got to play like one. So strap it on and go out and play.
We'll see how McCardle does. We'll also run down the rest of the Lakers' offense and their defense, both of which return an awful lot of firepower. We'll do all that and more when we return. This is Mercyhurst College Football, live on the Image Sports Network.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, makes you wanna holler, hi-ho. Feet to tell me I'm the go. Chug-a-lug, cold milk in a real cool jug. I'm a chug-a-lugging son of a gun. I said let me have a big old sip. I done a double backflip. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. makes you wanna holler, hide at home.
Dean's Milk Chug.
Feature, tell me on the go.
Milk where you want it.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
From Meadowbrook.
Tender, juicy, great flavor, and exceptional value. That's what you'll find in every Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham. And Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is good for you because it's 98% fat-free. Perfect for a lower fat, lower sodium diet. Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And of course, freshness is guaranteed because Smith's is family-owned and locally operated in Erie since 1927. Sliced the way you like it in your favorite deli. Insist on Smith's because good taste never goes out of style.
Back live at Tulio Field along with Invaders linemen offensively and defensively, Rob Johnson. Although last night at the game that we had out in Girard, you were kind of leaning towards those defensive guys. You like the guys that get the chance to hit people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, defense is a big part of the game. So is offense. But I'll tell you, a big part of the game is special teams, and a lot of people don't realize how much special teams comes into factor. A lot of people put it off, but there's not a play on the field that bigger amount of field position could change hands on in any single play in special teams. And that's going to be a big part of today's game too, I think.
Absolutely. We talked about Mac McArdle, the starting quarterback for the Lakers. He's got a lot of weapons also. The starting running backs, Justin Gibson, who returns following last season missing all of 9 games with a knee injury, and McDowell product Joe McGorian. They can run the football if need be. Gibson is the career leader in touchdowns rushing for the Lakers.
Absolutely. They got a lot of big guys up front, the Hogs up there, and I think they got a lot of talent up there, and they're going to be able to move the ball. They're going to open the holes, and I was down there watching them before the game, and they got some good feet, and they got some big guys up front, and some people to aim behind.
If Joe Kimball chooses to throw the football, have McArdle put it in the air, maybe the best set of wide receivers in the GLIAC. In All-League selection, Ed Bailey, and second-team All-League, Justin Seaman. Bailey is the game breaker, and he, along with Pierre Brown, this might be the best matchup between game-breaking wideouts in this league.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but like I said, the quarterback is the heart of the offense. You have the best guys out there running around, and the quarterback don't make the right reads and makes mistakes. He's never going to get the ball. That's just like Pittsburgh. You got that Plaxico Burst down there, and you don't got a guy to throw him the ball. I don't mean anything. So I think you get out, you come out, you run the ball a little bit, or maybe you come out throwing. Who knows? I remember Ronnie Paul's first game at Notre Dame. You come out throwing the ball right away, and maybe that's a good way to settle him down. I like to see how the coach is going to handle it and put him out there on the field.
So look at the defensive side of the ball. The Lakers had to fill some losses due to graduation across the front, but boy, when you get past that defensive line, this is a strong unit led by outside linebacker Scott Platts and free safety Tom Palmer, strong safety Garrett Patty. These guys, they bring the entire lunchbox and probably the picnic basket, and they might even bring the lunch cart with them when they come.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. I heard a lot of good things about that Platts kid, and they can move back there and they can run. That's the whole key to defense. You got to run, you got to swarm the ball, you got to run to the ball. Everybody's got to be aware of that. You can't take a play off on defense because any big play could happen. They got playmakers over there for Wayne State, so you just got to be on your toes all the time, and hopefully the defensive line is going to step up and keep the offensive linemen off the linebackers, let them run around and make the tackles.
Okay, we'll pause for a moment. The singing of our national anthem. On our nation's song, and that really is kind of the signal, I think, to everyone in the stadium that we're just a couple minutes away from kickoff, and everybody. I know the gentleman sitting to my right is.
Oh yeah, fire it up. I can't wait to see them come out and smash some heads. That's what it's all about. Everybody's been running around hitting the same color jersey all preseason. They come out, get to lay a lick on somebody else with a different color, and that's exciting. If you ain't excited, you shouldn't be here. That's what it's all about. Football's a collision sport, and you come out and you smash some heads, and you have a good time doing it. That's what it's all about.
Save some for the game.
I can't wait.
We'll be back in just a moment with the starting lineups and the start of this afternoon's game. Wayne State visiting Mercyhurst. GLIAC college football action live on the Image Sports Network. Stay with us.
Conway and O'Malley Goodyear.
Go where you wanna go.
Did you know Conway and O'Malley Goodyear is a full-service auto repair center with ASE-certified master technicians? Bring your car to Conway and O'Malley Goodyear, and they'll fix it right the first time. Plus, there's quality Goodyear tires to fit any budget.
From tires to tune-ups, come see the car care professionals at Conway O'Malley Goodyear today.
Serious freedom. Goodyear, Goodyear.
At Mercyhurst Northeast, you'll shape your future with a rewarding, career-oriented education. Mercyhurst Northeast offers 2-year associate degrees and 1-year certificates. Enjoy the affordability of a specialty school and the expertise of higher education professionals within a collegiate campus atmosphere.
Don't miss out on a great opportunity. Call Mercyhurst Northeast today.
Come join us.
GLIAC Conference Football is brought to you on the Image Sports Network by the following folks: Meadowbrook Dairy, Conway and O'Malley Goodyear, Smith's Provisions, Mercyhurst College, and Humes Chrysler Plymouth Dodge. Taking a look at the coin toss, Wayne State will receive the opening kickoff, so the Lakers will start on defense. Some number changes if you happen to have bought a program and then just took it home with you. Bill McGahee, one of the defensive captains, starter at defensive end, he'll be wearing number 8 today. The other defensive end will be number 2, Shane Lemons. The defensive tackle, 50, Chad Fout. Nose guard, 71, Charles Brown. Brown, a load and a half at 6'1" and 320. Then we get to the linebackers. In the middle, 26, Tony Montini. Outside, 35, Ike Morrison, and number 6, Scott Platts. The cornerbacks, 7, Casey Williams, 11, Steve Hill. Free safeties, 22, Tom Palmer, and 9, Garrett Patty. Kicking off, Rob, you talked about special teams. The Lakers are loaded there. A great place kicker in Vince Rapucci, and also a second-team all-conference punter in Vinny Corasaniti. Also Craig Joseph, the kick returner, Tom Palmer, and Ed Bailey for punt return. So Mercyhurst is loaded not just on offense and on defense, but also on special teams. These are guys who have an awful lot of experience in this Mercyhurst lineup.
Absolutely. The kicker could win and lose a game for you. The kicking game period can win or lose a game for you. And, I feel like it's one of the most important aspects. As I was talking with Mike Daly, the coach up at Albany Firebirds, and I was up there with them guys, and, scouts come in and they don't even want to see your game film. They want to look at your special team film, and, you think about it. You're going to the next level, and you're not going to go up there and take somebody's spot. You're going to play special teams. And if you're going to be a good football player, you're going to play special teams, and that's where the films come from. That's what a lot of scouts look at, and special teams is a huge part. I mean, a lot of starters, they don't like to be on special teams. They don't like to take the risk to get down the field. Well, you know what I mean? You got to be a good special teams player to be a good football player. That's how I feel about it.
Back deep for the Warriors, number 20, that's Tabidi Williamson, and number 83, Roger White, awaiting the kick.
Come on, KO!
By Rapucci. Mercyhurst in the home blue with the white numerals. Wayne State, the white jerseys, green numerals, green pants, and gold helmets, and the 2000 season is underway. Big kick by Rapucci. White takes it in his end zone about 3 yards deep. Cuts it out to the right side and tackled, brought down at the 11-yard line. That's a great play.
We got a helmet down there on the field. We got a helmet down there. We got a helmet off down there. That means that's big. Number 20 there. He's fired up. That's big. When you see the helmet come off and the bonnet go flying, that's a little exciting down there.
Phil
like to see that.
Yeah, Phil Provenzano. So we'll set the Wayne State offense for you in just a moment. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. I think a lot deeper than they expected to be.
Yeah, they look a little stout up there up front. We'll see how the defensive line holds up now for Mercyhurst.
The give is to Williamson around the right side and gets out to about the 15-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the play.
Yeah, they did there. They zoned right, and running back gets the ball and he hands off and come up, find his own hole there. Offensive line looks pretty good. Defensive line did good with the flow there, motion. They look pretty good.
Tackled by 35, Ike Williamson. Across the front, Wayne State goes with the tackles, Andy Dombrowski and Daryl Zubaj. Right guard, Joel Grambow, Brandon Evans. The left guard, the center, Kanye Gardner. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 15-yard line. Sharon in the shotgun. Deep and throws across the middle. Hits his tight end, 86, Houston Julian. Tackle on the play by 26 for the Lakers.
Yeah, it looks like, they got to get some pressure up there. They're going from the shotgun. He's got ball's going to be, it's going to be a lot faster release out of the quarterback's hand. You got to make a move up there and, make a play. It looks like they're going to be a good matchup between the center and the nose guard, the 2 big stout guys up there in the middle today.
Pick up on the play of 8 yards. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Just underway here. No score. Sharon again from the shotgun. Good protection, lots of time. Throws across the middle. And the pass is complete to Brent Workington.
Got a flag on the play down there.
Tackle on the play by 26 Montini. Let's see what the signal is. Ineligible downfield for the Warriors. So obviously Mercyhurst will accept that penalty.
Yeah, it looks like they got to get some pressure on that quarterback up there in front. The center in the front 4. I wonder if Mercyhurst's going to do a lot of time blitzing with all his passing. Today's game, the linebacker. Well, in the older games, the linebackers used to rush all the time, and now today, everybody's turning and running with the receiver, and we'll see what happens how they set this up. You can't give that kid all day back there. You can't give him all day to throw back there. He's going to set up and he's going to pinpoint everybody, all day long, pick you all over the place.
Well, and you're right about the fact that the offensive line has done a good job to start with because they're pretty much out there by themselves. Everybody else is going to be in the pattern. Tim Steele and Pierre Brown, 88 and 3 respectively, are the wideouts. Workington is the wingback and tailback to Beatty Williamson. Now,
looks like a little confusion out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, trips to the left side. Looks like number 6 coming.
Platts came in on the blitz, and Workington ran it in. Sharon threw it out.
Yeah, it looks like a big miscommunication on that play, but they'll settle down and they'll get it together out there.
Is that one of those problems that starts right from the get-go when you had 2 guys wondering where they should line up? Chances are you're not going to have much success with that type of play, and you can understand the miscommunication.
Yeah, as long as you don't argue and you settle down out there, you're going to be all right. Quarterback's going to take the charge, like I said, and he'll come out and he'll tell you what to do, and you just listen to him. As long as you don't argue, you settle down and play your game. Coaches will make the corrections at halftime, and it'll be all right.
2nd and 16, and the draw play to Williamson. Brought down on the play by 71 Charlie Brown for the Lakers. Pick up on the play of about 3 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 13. You need to get just shy of the 33.
Mercyhurst did a good job stopping that draw there. And you see a big play offense like this coming out throwing. Draw's a big play for a team like that, and draw can kill you. So they do a nice job stopping that. They ain't gonna have much of a running game all day.
Double wide to the left side, and now motion to the right, back to the left. Sharon drop back from under center, and the pass is complete to Pierre Brown, but good job of stopping him in his tracks. Casey Williams on the tackle. Pickup of 7, but that's not nearly enough, and the Warriors will have to kick.
Yeah, the coach made a good decision on that play. He went to a 3-4. He only had 3 rushers, but he had 4 linebackers spread out back there. And, they covered the pass well, and he was right there to make the tackle after he made the reception. So Mercyhurst looks like they're going to get the ball back here in good field position. So we're looking forward to see what their offense come out and do. And see if they're going to come out throwing right away or they're going to run the ball. We'll see what happens.
Jeff Reschke deep to kick. Tom Palmer awaiting them. And a slow snap, and gets it away. And the ball's going to take a Mercyhurst bounce and is down at the 47-yard line of Wayne State. That's only a 20-yard kick, and the Lakers start 1st and 10 from their own 27.
They're out here in good field position, let me tell you.
And they're starting right away. Again, McArdle, number 4, is the quarterback. We'll set the rest of the offense for you when we get a chance. McGorrian, the lone setback. McArdle will start from the shotgun. Double wide to each side. McArdle throws to the outside, pass is complete to Gibson. And they say incomplete, trapped it.
I don't know about that. You see that down there on the field, but that's nice to come out and let the quarterback throw the ball like that. Nice little short pattern, let him settle down. Looks like he's going to be all right about that. We'll see what happens.
We see on the Meadowbrook replay, yeah, it looks like it did bounce. Brings up 2nd and 10, now trips to the left side. Sitting down in the seam is Ed Bailey, and Bailey catches the ball at the 40-yard line and spins forward to the 37. We're close to a first down. I think they'll be just shy.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. I like what the coach is doing. He's having the quarterback come out, and they're coming out in short, quick passes. It seems like Wayne State's playing way off the ball, giving the receivers a lot of room off the ball. So
Bailey and Curry wide to the left side. 3rd and short. McArdle, little swing pass out to McGorrian. Just enough for the first down, but a good open field tackle that time by 54, Joe Spooler.
Yeah, that was a good read by the quarterback. He didn't see nothing downfield. Turn to his tailback, he's right there, and the linebacker come up and make the play. You pick up enough for the first down, and you keep moving the chains and work your way down the field.
Mercyhurst fans may not recognize the guy at quarterback, but they sure recognize this offense. Joe Kimball has done a nice job of utilizing the talent that he has. Now McArdle will start under center. Still double wide to both sides, and now Gibson in motion. And a little wing back handoff, and Spooler again.
Nice hit.
Yeah, great job of slicing through. Loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I hated that play. We used to run that play in arena football, and you just never know when that back's going to make the cut, and you just zone your guy up and hope he makes the right read. And it's just I think that's a hard play to block for. And I don't know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Officially only a loss of 1, so it's 2nd and 11. Now they have trips to the right side. McArdle in the shotgun. Gets some protection, throws down the middle, and overthrows Byron Curry.
It looked like Curry got tied up in his pattern a little bit. I don't know if he got out there where he's supposed to have been. It looks like he was tied up out there.
Raheem Elliott on the coverage for the Warriors. Let's set up the Mercyhurst offense while we have a chance. McArdle, McGorrian, and Gibson. The backs, Bailey, Seaman, and Curry are the wideouts. The Lakers go without a tight end. Brian Banville and Anthony Martin are the tackles. Guards are Pat Testrake and Joe Kolick. And the center is Eric Schmitz. And it looks like there's...
Got a false start up front there.
Illegal procedure, so... It'll bring up 3rd and 16.
They had a 5 receiver set there. They have everybody out there.
Interestingly enough, in this offense, that loss of 5 may not change the play call at all for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Now they've got 4 wideouts to the right side.
One out there to the left.
Good protection for McArdle. Now he throws it deep, got a man open.
Oh, no.
Catch made down at the 6-yard line.
Oh, what a catch. What a catch by number 10.
Justin Seaman.
What a catch.
Outstanding throw, too, by McArdle.
No doubt about that. He went for the ball. McArdle looks like he's going to be fine this game. He's throwing the ball, come out throwing right away.
Take a look on the Meadowbrook replay. Good job of protecting McArdle, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I like them going from the shotgun position. It gives him more time to throw and make his read. That was a heck of a job going up for the ball there. Yeah, when they go for the shotgun there, it gives them a lot more time to read.
Back to live action. 1st and goal from the 6 for the Lakers. Gregorian the lone setback. McArdle crossing pattern to Bailey. Touchdown! Ed Bailey just keeps adding to his career statistics. He is the leading receiver in Mercyhurst College football history.
I'll tell you what, no fooling around there. They come out gunning and scored a touchdown right away, put 6 up on the board. That's a great start for the Lakers. I'll tell you what, somebody that's ranked 10th in the league, they don't look like they're 10th. They're out there and moving the ball quick. A lot of yardage downfield, short, quick out passes, and put the 6 points on the board, and that's what's important.
Rapucci in for the point after. Snap, hold, the kick is up and good, and it's 7-0 Lakers. 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. This is Mercyhurst College football on the Image Sports Network.
Let's go, KO, baby! Let's go!
Mercyhurst Northeast, you'll shape your future with a rewarding, career-oriented education. Mercyhurst Northeast offers 2-year associate degrees and 1-year certificates. Enjoy the affordability of a specialty school and the expertise of higher education professionals within a collegiate campus atmosphere.
Don't miss out on a great opportunity. Call Mercyhurst Northeast today.
Back live at Tulio Field along with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis. I'm Steve Bowen. 47 yards the Lakers drove that time. 6 yards the final play. McArdle to Bailey. The key play was a 32-yard pass down to the 6-yard line. Justin Seaman with a great catch. Kind of had to turn his body around, and that was really the key. And Rob, kind of like what we saw last night with Girard and Harbor Creek, penalties didn't bother this Mercyhurst offense at all. And I have the distinct feeling that was the same play they would have called 3rd and 11 and 3rd and 16.
Yeah, I think so too. And they look good coming out gunning right from the get-go, and that settles down and open up the running game for them too. Let's see what happens here on this kickoff.
Williamson and White again deep. High kick. Again, it's going to be Roger White about 6 yards deep, and that'll be a touchback. We mentioned the fact that the Lakers strong in special teams, and Rapucci and Corasaniti, the kicker and punter respectively, are about as good as you're going to find, at least in the Southern Division of the GLIAC.
I tell you what, it makes the game so much easier when you have a great kicker. It takes so much stress off the special teams as itself, and we play with a great kicker too, Jamie Pucci this year, and with the Invaders, and that kid belongs in the NFL, and I'll tell you what, he made the game easier on almost all of us.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 20-yard line. Trailing 7-0. Sharon back in the shotgun, double wide to the left side, inside handoff to Beatty Williamson, breaks a tackle at the 25 and finally brought down by 35. That's Ike Morrison, but not before he rambles out for 14 yards, and we saw some quick feet and nice nifty moves by Tabiti Williamson.
Yeah, that was a nice play. There was that draw play again I was talking about before, and Mercyhurst got to step up and stop that play. I mean, you got the linebackers running with the receivers. The defensive line's got to step up there and fill that gap. And it's if they run they're going to run a draw all day, and I don't think it's going to run much more out of the backfield. If they don't stop that draw, it's going to be a long day.
1st and 10 Warriors at the Mercyhurst, or at their own 34-yard line. Sharon, a lot of time to throw. Pass intended for Pierre Brown. Great coverage downfield by Casey Williams. Williams 6 foot 175. Brown is 6'3" and 195. That's what cornerbacks have to deal with. Big, tall receivers. Williams had great position.
Yeah, you got to be able to run and make the play back there. It is a tough position. They say cornerback's supposed to be one of the toughest on the field, if not the toughest. And he turned, he saw the ball, I think, before the receiver that play, and he made a good play on the ball.
9:22 to play here in the first quarter. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball still on the Wayne State 34. Short drop, quick out to Brown, and there's Williams again.
Nice.
Wow. Pierre Brown caught it and then got whacked.
That was a heck of a play. He really broke well on that ball on number 7 on the defense there. He broke well. He broke fast. He saw that play coming the whole way. Saw it, looked it in. That right there shows that the coach knows what he's doing. He's breaking down the film, and the players know what to expect. And it all comes down to coaching and playmaking, and he broke fast on that ball, and he saw the whole play coming the whole time.
3rd and 6 now. Pick up a 4 on the last play. Double wide to the left side for the Warriors. A little bit of movement on the offensive line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
A little antsy up there up front.
Quick reminder for all of our fans, especially on Adelphia Cable, beginning next Friday, we'll be changing. Normally we're on Channel 15, but starting next Friday and from here on out, the Image Sports Network programming will be shown all across Erie County on Channel 12. We've got our own channel, and it'll be another way that we'll expand our coverage of local sports. We already have 90 events planned for the fall and winter, and look for more. Again, beginning next Friday, the Image Sports Network, Channel 12, Adelphia Cable. 3rd and 11.
Going with that 3-down lineman set again, or expected pass. Linebacker out in a flat.
Yep.
Overthrew the ball there.
Nice job by Platts to shadow the running back enough. That was 33 Workington. And really, Sharon had no choice but to overthrow it, because if he throws it short, his man is running after Scott Platts as Platts intercepts it.
Absolutely.
And Platts had good coverage that time.
Yeah, the Lakers coach ain't no dummy. He knows what's coming, and it looks like Wayne State's going to have to make an adjustment to that set. I mean, when they go 3-down linemen and they put all them D-backs back there and the 4 linebackers, it's just tough to throw the ball in coverage like that.
Another short kick, but this time gets a good bounce. And now there's going to be a flag on the play. The ball's going to be dead at the 27. That'll be a kick of about 36 yards, and you can tack on another 15 for a block in the back.
Yeah, it looks like number 6 got it. I didn't really see what happened out there, but I don't know if it's going to be a personal foul or...
Yeah, it'll just be a 10-yarder for block in the back.
That's good.
So the Lakers will take over back on their own, looks like 18-yard line. And again, with the offensive, I think, confidence that Mercyhurst has now, Rob, 18-28-8, doesn't make a whole lot of difference to him.
No, we'll see. We'll see how the offensive line pairs up here, and looks like the defensive line for Wayne State has some pretty good moves, and you got the ends coming off the ball, and that's what it's all about. You got that quarterback back there in that shotgun. It's so hard to get to him because he releases the ball so quick, and you got to really make a move off the ball right away.
Ricardo in the shotgun, double wide to the right side. McGorry in the lone setback. Looks to throw, and the pass complete to Bailey. Breaks a tackle at the 20, out to the 30, out to the 37-yard line. And Bailey tackle on the play by Sal Warner, but nice little job of flooding that area, and Bailey kind of weaved his way through the traffic after he made the catch. We'll take a look on the Meadowbrook replay.
Yeah, Bailey's a stud out there. He threw the ball out there, and looks like it was going to be a pick pattern almost, and he breaks it outside there, and he's got some good moves after he catches the ball. He looks like he's stepping up, and he's being the Lakers stud out there right now. 1st and 10 for Mercyhurst at their own 38-yard line. McArdle, good protection, throws down the middle. That pass was intended for number 16, Greg Duray. He's one of the local products on this Lakers squad. Yeah, I like what the Lakers coach is doing. He's going short, he's going long, he's keeping them on their toes. I like to see them open up the running game a little bit and let them Hogs do some work up there. I know they got their hands full up there with the pass rush. The ends are coming hard, and they're doing a good job of protecting the quarterback right now.
Now Mercyhurst has trips to the left and 2 wide to the right. McArdle back there all by himself in the shotgun. If nothing else, they're fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, it's exciting.
And McArdle on the keeper. Breaks the containment out over the 40, out to the 45, 47-yard line. That's a good play, and tackle made by the cornerback. That's number 1, Sterling Walker. Didn't even have Walker on our 3-deep chart, but he's out there playing corner.
I tell you, that Tim Homerich, number 99, almost got his hands on him, and the quarterback just slipped out there. He's got to sell that play a little bit longer.
Pick up of 8 by McArdle, and now the Lakers are looking for some defensive interference against Walker.
And the ref thinks he overthrew the ball.
On Seaman, I'm not so sure about that.
I don't know either. It's tough to tell from up here, but down there they got a better view. But it says he overthrew the ball and he was making a play on it, and I don't know, it looked like interference to me, but who knows?
Brings up 4th and 2. McArdle had picked up 8 on that quarterback draw. Williamson, the lone receiver, back for Wayne State. Corasaniti will let it go at about his own 34. Big punt. High drives Williamson back inside his 10, back to the 7. Gets a block and gets outside and across the 20. Knocked out at the 23-yard line.
That was a heck of a special teams play there. It looks like they're fast to get downfield. They got a lot of speed on special teams, and they cover well. And you know, that's a sign of a good football team right there.
That was Ike Morrison on the tackle that time. So Wayne State with their 3rd possession, 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line, trailing 7-0, 7:13 to play first quarter. The Lakers went 47 yards in 7 plays, the final 6 being covered on a McArdle to Bailey touchdown pass.
You got 4 down linemen, 1 coming off the corner there on the left side.
Quick
Wide
drop.
open.
Pass is complete out to number 81, and that's Brandon Brown.
That was
6'2", 180-pound junior college transfer from Compton Junior College in California.
I tell you, that kid's got some legs on him. I see he fell down there trying to make a move, but they were playing way off of him there. You get the ball at him, he looks like he can run.
Yeah, he's 6'2", about 5'10" of that is legs.
Maybe 6'1".
Pickup of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. Again, Williamson the lone setback.
Here comes the blitz. We're up on a ball here. We'll see what happens. They're playing off the deep.
Short drop, he gets hit as he lets it go. Intercepted by the Lakers. There's a flag on the play. The interception made by Garrett Patty.
He get hammered. Quarterback went down.
We'll see what the flag is.
That was a heck of a hit. I don't know if the defense got a little head start there or what, but quarterback got hammered. You take a couple more of them licks, he ain't going to be
illegal shift. Yeah, shift against Wayne State.
Mercyhurst ball.
They will decline, and boy, if you want to find the perfect script to give your young quarterback some confidence, let's take a look first on the Meadowbrook Dairy replay.
Oh yeah, come off the outside and hammered him.
Yeah. That was Shane Lemons.
That was good heads up too by the rest of the players to see the ball floating around up there and make the play and get the interception.
Lemons with the hit, Patty with the interception, and now McArdle, his first start as a Mercyhurst Laker. Short field to do a lot for the confidence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll see what he does here.
Straight drop, has some protections, going long for Bailey, and the pass was overthrown. Coverage that time by 21.
Yeah, that looked like it was good coverage, and they're expecting. They look like they're getting a good pass rush up front too. So maybe it might be smarter to go with them short out passes. He's throwing the ball deep. He's throwing well. He's overthrowing the receiver a little bit, but he'll settle down and he'll make the connections. He had a nice long reception before.
Jamie Carpenter, the defender on that play. 2nd and 10. Lakers following the turnover have it at the Wayne State 38-yard line.
At Bailey, it looks like he's the go-to guy though right now. I'd be hot on him.
Inside hand, or no, I thought it was a handoff to McGorry. Here's McArdle inside the 30, inside the 20, out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
That was a heck of a play there. Keeper, he faked everybody, including us up here, and tucked that ball away and ran with the old Statue of Liberty there.
Mac McArdle, that's one thing that he brings to the table that the others involved in the quarterback battle didn't, and that's mobility. And while Kissel was throw first, throw second, and then maybe run. McArdle has the ability to give them an awful lot of different looks. 25-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Lakers on the Wayne State 13. Double wide to the right side. They're bringing the house, and the throw in the corner to Curry, just overthrown.
That was a quick release. It was a good read by the quarterback there, McArdle. And I tell you what, he came off the corner there hard, and he's good that he turned around and looked at that receiver, because he would have got one right in the back of the head there. That was a heck of a play. But you were mentioning before about the quarterback being able to run. That makes it so hard for the defense. I mean, you got a person who can throw the ball and run the ball and make decisions, and you're defending not only against a great passer, but then you're defending against a great running back at the same time. And being a quarterback, you turn into a running back, and that's like John Elway running all over the place. It's hard to stop.
Trips to the right side, now make it 4 to the right side as Bailey comes in motion, goes back left. 2nd and 10 from the Warriors 13. High snap, McArdle brings it in, now under some pressure, and looks to run with it, Nice job in the open field. That's 54. Joe Spooler. He stopped them, and number 6, that was Raheem Elliott, who cleaned things up.
That Spuler's a hell of a player out there. He made a nice play before in that breakthrough tackle on their first run, and he has a good run stopper out there, good open field tackler. Seems like he's a good player.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up 3rd and 13. Back to the 16-yard line. First time we can say in a long time that the clock's running in between plays. Gardle in the shotgun, rolls to his right. Now throws end zone. Gibson breaks open, makes the catch, touchdown.
Wide open touchdown. It was a heck of a read and heck of a route that guy ran out there in the end zone. He had a D-back real full. He was coming up. He thought it was going to be run, left him open in the end zone and run around all by himself and made a diving catch. And it was a spectacular play.
We'll take a look on the Meadowbrook replay.
Patty.
Yeah, it's a flow going to the right side. Maybe a zone. Maybe the quarterback's going to run. That D-back steps up. He looked like he was coming up. Number 54 looked like he was coming up to read the run, and the receiver just got out there behind him and overran him, and it was a touchdown. Threw it over his head.
Yeah, that's a nice catch also by Gibson.
Oh, very nice catch.
Rapucci with the point after it at 5:58. The Lakers go 38 yards and now make it 14-0. Still 5:58 to play first quarter here on the Image Sports Network.
Conway and O'Malley Goodyear.
Go where you wanna go.
Did you know Conway and O'Malley Goodyear is a full-service auto repair center with ASE certified master technicians? Bring your car to Conway and O'Malley Goodyear and they'll fix it right the first time. Plus, there's quality Goodyear tires to fit any budget.
From tires to tune-ups, come see the car care professionals at Conway O'Malley Goodyear today.
Serious freedom. Goodyear, Goodyear.
Touchdown drives of 47 and 38 yards have the Mercyhurst Lakers on top 14-0. And Rob, we wondered about Mac McArdle in his first start. I don't think we need to wonder anymore. He's done a nice job running the football on the option and also has 2 touchdown passes, 6 yards to Bailey, 16 to Gibson. He looks like the real deal.
Yeah, he come out strong, and I like how the coach had him come out, though, in the plays that he called, and he looked really confident out there, and that's a big play. I'll tell you what, whoever makes these rankings up, I don't know who's in charge of that, but they look like they're a lot better than being ranked 10th, I'll tell you that. They come out here gunning and put 14 points up on the board early, and they look like they're going to have a strong offense.
I think you make a really good point. A quick start this season as Rapucci's kick comes down to White again, 5 yards deep, and he'll down it there. But with the idea of being ranked 10th in the league, with all the people that they have coming back, I think that the Lakers are looking for a little bit of respect. Also, I think, Rob, they have a chance to sneak up on some folks and really gain a lot of momentum, and we've seen that already with 2 touchdown drives by McArdle.
Absolutely, I like that number 20 out there. He had him on the depth chart here at running back, but he's out there. He's busting some heads out there on special teams. I don't think they want to take it out of the end zone anymore.
Yeah, Provenzano. He's made 2 big tackles.
He made somebody lose a helmet before. That was funny.
First and 10 Warriors at their own 20, blitzed by Mercyhurst. Nice throw to Pierre Brown.
Heck of a play by the D-back.
Yep. Number 11, Steve Hill on the coverage.
Absolutely. He didn't turn around and look for the ball, but he saw the receiver looking, and he got in front of him, and the ball hit him in the back. And that was a heck of a play by the D-back. Sometimes you don't have to turn around and look for the ball, but you got to watch you don't interfere. If you're turning around, you could bump and grind a little bit with the receiver and you not get called for it, but when you're looking at the receiver, you got to make sure you don't touch him. That was good coverage there. He threw the ball on his back.
Good pressure also by the Mercyhurst defense.
Absolutely. That makes the D-back's job so much easier. Everybody says great D-back, great D-back. Hey, you can be Ty Law out there. If you don't get the pass rush up front, they're going to be throwing the ball all day on you.
Second and 10 from the 20. Both teams putting it up as much as they have. It seems like we've been here an hour and a half. Haven't even played 10 minutes on game time.
Absolutely. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be a blitz here off the ball.
Now they drop back into coverage and they throw deep again. Whew. Almost
picked off by number 7.
Yeah, Casey Williams.
I like that. You don't really know which backer's coming in, and they're not going to blitz all of them. They'll bring them all up on the line, and it makes it confusing for the quarterback. You don't know who's coming off the line. You know, it doesn't make it confusing so much for the quarterback as it does the lineman, because sometimes, you know, somebody looks like they're going to show, and the lineman expects to pick him up, and he doesn't come, and then you got to kick out to the outside, and pick up the outside backer coming off the ball when you don't have nobody to pick up, and by the time you turn around and try to make the reader who's blitzing, he's already by you in the quarterback's face. It makes it tough for an offensive lineman.
Penalty against the Lakers offsides. That's one of those ones that just makes defensive coordinators go nutty. Because you can see the ball, you got to react to the snap of the ball. There's no reason, and of course we don't know if someone jumped off or lined up offsides. 2nd and 5 now for the 25. Give to Tabidi Williamson. Nothing doing there.
That was a heck of a play by the nose guard inside. I was watching him from the get-go, and he had a double team there, and number 71, he's a stout kid in there, and hard to move him around. And good lateral mobility, got up over the top of the center. And they tried to double team him down there in the hip, and he wasn't taking any of that. He made a nice tackle. It was a heck of a stop there by the nose guard.
That's why I love working with defensive linemen. Stout Charles Brown, 6'1", 320.
Yeah,
that's stout.
He's got a little rigor on him over there.
He did make a nice play, though.
Yeah,
Brings up 3rd and 4 from the 26. Sharon drops back now, throws out in the flat to Williamson. Gets a block out of the 30, 35, 40, 50, and still on his feet. Still in bounds inside the 25.
I think he stepped out of bounds there, but I don't know if they're not going to call it as he stepped out. Nobody saw it, and that was a heck of a screenplay out there. I'll tell you, this team, there's going to be big plays from the line of scrimmage. That's big, but I mean, that's great. But I'll tell you one thing: either they're going to run the draw or they're going to run the screen.
Let's take a look on the Meadowbrook replay.
And the lineman get out there, you get that ball, you look for the biggest butt, and then you run. You run behind it. He made a break. Oh, look at the speed downfield.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you couldn't tell if he stepped out of bounds from that angle. But I'll tell you what, though, you find the hole there, you run downfield. He had some wheels on him at 26.
Right. He did a nice job too, because after he used that block by the pulling guard, he just turned it upfield and turned it on.
Absolutely. That's big for the line.
Straight drop back by Sharon. Pass intended for Pierre Brown. Overthrown. Coverage on the play by Steve Hill.
I'll tell you, that was another play by number 11. Good position on the for the D-back there, and he got in front of the receiver, and the receiver couldn't break back towards the ball, and you don't see him turning around and looking back to the ball so much, because I think the speed of the receivers. At number 3, he might be the fastest team on. He might be the fastest guy on that Wayne State team, and you can't be turning around. You got to keep your eyes on the receiver, but he has good position on him, and he's making plays just by his position.
51 yards on that screen pass to Williamson. 2nd and 10, Wayne State, their deepest penetration into Mercyhurst territory at the 24. Throw across the middle. Oh!
Almost picked off.
Yeah,
there,
Casey Williams had great coverage on that, and
I'll tell you, we're seeing a good pass rush up front now, and a lot of good pre-snap reads. That's another big thing with the coach too. I mean, pre-snap reads is everything in football. I mean, you can be a good football player, but if you're a smart football player, that makes it big. And there's so many little things you can learn from watching film. You can tell a guy's going to throw the ball, and an old back set helps too. But here we go, the quarterback under center. We'll see what they do here. You watch the draw and watch the screen again out of the backfield.
3rd and 10, rolls to his right. Now sets up. Intercepted by Tom Palmer.
Wow. Heck of a play there by number 22. He had great position, went for the ball, and he made a big play. He was on him like glue.
Great pressure by Platts, too, blitzing from his linebacker position.
Absolutely.
We'll take a look on the Meadowbrook replay. I'm not sure if we can see the pressure that Platts gives, but watch the break that Palmer. I don't think we'll get to see that either. Yeah, here's Platts coming in. Oh, good break by Tom Palmer.
Oh, yeah. He got right in front of the receiver there, and like I said before, you get the pressure on the quarterback, it makes him antsy. He wants to get rid of the ball, and you make the break and make the play, and that was a big play. I tell you what, there's a lot of speed on that Mercyhurst defense, a lot of speed. A lot of people running around back there, a lot of people towards the ball, and they're fired up, and they should be excited. You know what I mean? They're a big play team.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 on the first turnover of the game. The Lakers with the ball at their own 17.
You see the D-backs over there on the far side of the field. Oh. Draw play.
Inside handoff to your boy Provenzano, number 20.
That's the way to run it up inside here. He took quite a hit, but I think he likes to, you give him, you get him. It's nice to get one every once in a while in the face. It wakes you up, and he looks like he's a tough kid out there running the ball.
Somehow I don't think, based on what we've seen on special teams, Phil Provenzano needs a wake-up call.
No, I don't think so either.
Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Provenzano still the lone setback. Gibson and Seaman split wide to the right side, with Bailey and DeRay flanked left. McArdle from the shotgun. Good protection, throws down the middle.
Oh, wide
There's
open.
Ed Bailey inside the 30. He's gone.
Ooh, nobody can catch
Ed
him.
Bailey, 79 yards. Great throw right on the number. I was going to say numbers, but Bailey's number 1, so it's right on the number.
That was such a big play. That quarterback looks like he's an all-star. He looks like he's been back there from day one. And
let's take a look on the Meadowbrook replay. This is simple pitch and catch. Great protection. And that's a rope by McArdle.
I'll tell you what, when he set up, it didn't even look like he was looking at McArdle or looking at Bailey there, and he went downfield, turned his head, and he knew he was throwing it to him the whole time, I think, and he just beat his receiver. He had heck of speed out there, heck of a burst. Ran right past the D-backs, wide open.
Snap, hold, kick is good by Rapucci. So with 3:48 to play in the first quarter, the score, Mercyhurst 21, Wayne State nothing. GLIAC football action here on the Image Sports Network.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hidey-ho. Feed your tummy on the go. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, cold milk in a real cool chug. I'm a chug-a-lugging son of a gun. I said let me have a big old sip. I done a double backflip. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hidey-ho.
Dean's Milk Chug.
Feed your tummy on the go.
Milk where you want it.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
From Meadowbrook.
There's math, and then there's math when it comes to talking about offensive series. When they take 14 or 15 plays, I start to lose count. This one was simple. 81 yards in 2 plays. The last 79, McArdle to Bailey. So Bailey with 2 touchdown catches, Gibson with 1.
I'll tell you what, the quarterback, he looks great. He come out and he's firing the ball, and you can see he's building his confidence up, and he's throwing the ball deep downfield. It's going to be nice to see how Wayne State adjusts here, you know. I mean, are they going to go in the dumper and put their heads down, or are they going to come out and play? It's going to be interesting to see what they do here.
Rapucci to kick again. His last 2 have been unreturnable, and this one looks like the same deal.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
He was out of the back of the end zone there. That was a heck of a kick there.
Yeah, and kind of bummed out because on that play, Bill Provenzano, number 20, didn't get to hit anybody.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes, you know, that happens, but you always look around, try to find somebody, maybe running back to the sideline or something, give him a little shot.
Sophomore running back from Webster, New York. This has been, honestly, Rob, a little too easy for the Lakers. Because on the touchdown throws, it's not like anybody hasn't been covered or had to make a great catch. They've been wide open.
Wide open. And the speed of the receivers are just immense. You can see it. They're just running right past the D-backs and, you know, running underneath the ball like that.
1st and 10, swing pass, Sharon to Williamson. And enough for the first down as he gets knocked out at the 31.
That was a nice little stop and go there by the tailback, number 20. And it was still, you know, the linebacker ran with him and got him out of bounds. They're moving the chains, and maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe they got to, you know, use their big play guys and go for short little things. Like Mercyhurst came out in the beginning, and they were going from short, quick passes, settled down the offense, and he moved the ball. And maybe that's what the coach over at Wayne State is going to start to do instead of going for the big plays all the time.
Wayne State beat Windsor College of Ontario, actually Windsor University, 65-0 in an exhibition game. I think by now the Warriors know they're not playing Windsor College anymore.
No, absolutely not. Nice pressure up there by 71.
And
oh, what a hit.
Pass complete to number 33, Brent Workington.
Yeah, he's over there. He's not. He's a little slow getting up over there.
He's a lot slow getting up.
Yeah.
Got whacked that time by number 11, Steve Hill.
When you see the helmet hit the turf first and then the feet come down second, that's when you know there's a good hit there. And number 11 is a heck of a player. He made a big hit there. He's making some big plays.
There we see it again on the Meadowbrook replay. You're right. Yeah, in order, it was head, shoulders, torso that hit the ground. But got to give Workington credit for making the catch. And
yeah, they're moving the chains, though. They're moving the chains. And you see the D-backs play. It looks like blitz again.
Nice pickup of 18 on the play. Pass down the middle intended for Brown. That's Brandon Brown.
Yeah, they look like they're bringing everything in the kitchen sink that time. D-backs, you can tell, and the D-backs are playing off the ball a little bit more, and tell a blitz is coming. It gives them some more cushion there to protect against the pass. But in them situations, I don't know why Wayne State ain't going a little bit shorter, you know. Throw the short pass, they're playing off the ball like that. You know the rush is coming. They picked up the blitz, looked really nice that time, and maybe he was looking downfield the whole time. Who knows? Here we go on 2nd down and 10.
Single setback, and they run the delay. Nothing doing there. Tackled by Platts on 44, Reschke. Loss of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 12. You talked about the kitchen sink. 33 thinks that he got hit by the kitchen sink. Still on the sidelines and hasn't gotten up yet.
Yeah, he's might have knocked the wind out of him there, and maybe knocked a couple cobwebs a little loose over there. You like to see stuff like that. I remember when we used to have plays like that. We used to have the hammer hit award where I went to school, and whoever made the big hit, you got the hammer hit, and that was always a big.
Timeout, Wayne State, 2:33 to play. Quick reminder that, again, the Image Sports Network with over 90 sporting events coming your way across Erie County. Our next game will be this coming Friday as the Wildcats of Northwestern, who opened up their season last night with a win, take on the Northeast Grape Pickers. The start of that contest, the pregame show starts at 6:30, 7 o'clock with the kickoff. Actually, pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30. And later in the weekend, a week from today, our first preseason Erie Otters broadcast from the Tullio Arena as the Otters take part in their annual preseason tournament. And then Sunday, the 10th of September, soccer makes its way back on the Image Sports Network as the Gannon men take on Alderson Broadus from the West Virginia Athletic Conference. Big weekend of sports, all local and all right here and all live on the Image Sports Network. 3rd down and 12 for Wayne State. They have trips set to the right side. Sharon from the shotgun, little swing pass to Tabiti Williamson out across midfield and breaks a couple of tackles, but swarmed under after a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards. Not enough for the first down.
No, but I'll tell you what, though, it seems like for Wayne State, them short little quick out passes there and swing out passes, and looks like they're going to punt the ball away here. But I tell you, those short little plays are working for them. They got to stick to it, come back out, and build some confidence. I mean, you got to get some confidence in offense. You go away at halftime, no points on the board. It's going to be tough to come out and come back. And we'll see what Wayne State's made of over there. Going over down there and sitting on a bench. Looks like some heads are down over there. I hope not. There's a lot of football left to be played here.
Reschke to kick. End over end. Palmer deep to receive. Gets out of the way, and nice job of knocking it back into play. And the Lakers will take over down at the, looks like the 3-yard line.
That was a heck of a special teams play there. He got down the field, and that ball almost hit number 22 there, and he was going to pick it up. And good thing he got out of the way, or else Wayne State would have a good field position there.
Sterling Walker with a great job of running down and knocking the ball back into the field of play. It looked like it was going to bound into the end zone.
That was a huge play there. That was a huge play. He really had some wheels and got down there, and he made a big play.
1st and 10 from the 3.
Little argument there on the sideline. Coach is a little heated about that ball. I think he went in the end zone.
Yeah, well, Coach Kimball, in spite of being up 21-0, he is, as most folks around this parts have learned, is a real gamer, and he doesn't care if he's up 21-0 or down 20.
I don't really think he's worried about the scoreboard right now. He's going to coach until the end of the game, and he's going to make his case on every play. It's just too bad we don't have no instant replay here, and we do, but they don't have it down there in the field, and the play's going to stand. It's going to move on. So just get on with it. Forget about it.
Actually, they mark it at the 2-yard line. Whew. McArdle deep in his own end zone. Little swing pass, complete to DeRay. That's a great way to just move that down marker as he picks up about 8 yards. They'll mark it just shy of the 10-yard line.
Those quick little hitch plays seem to be working really well for the Lakers, and keep moving the ball down the field.
McArdle again looks away and now gets sacked.
Whew, number 99. That was a nice pass rush there. He come in, I'll tell you what, he looked at one receiver, saw he was covered, turned around, 99 was right in his face.
Tim Homerich with the sack. Drops McArdle all the way back at the 3-yard line, which will bring up 3rd and 9. And unless this play goes out of bounds or is an incomplete pass, this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Straight drop by McArdle. Almost picked off. We could have had 21-7 as Sean Black stepped in front of number 3 for the Lakers, Byron Curry, and that one had touchdown written all over it.
Yeah,
take a look on the Meadowbrook replay.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of coaches don't like to throw down there. They like to run it out of the end zone because stuff like this could happen. You break it out, and their D-back makes a break on a ball like that, and there ain't nobody there to defend it. You just walk right into the end zone 5 yards away like that.
Corasaniti deep to kick to Beatty Williamson. Actually, that's Brandon Brown who's deep to receive for Wayne State. Corasaniti with a quick kick and a good one, but Brown takes it at his own 42.
What a
on
block.
the Jets. Great block down there.
Number 23.
23, Jorge Gomez just put a licking on one of the Mercyhurst defenders.
He upended him.
22 yards on the return by Brandon Brown, and just like that, after the Palmer interception, they'll say 21 as they mark it at the 21. After the Palmer interception, big stand by the Wayne State defense, and they're right back in business at the Mercyhurst 21.
And they came up big, and now the offense has to feed off of the defense. You know, the defense come up big and made big plays. Now the offense comes out and say, hey, thanks a lot, guys. You know, you did a great job. Now they got to feed off of them. They got to come out and they got to make some big plays here.
Sharon against the blitz.
Right away.
Pass intended for Pierre Brown. Again, good coverage that time.
Number 11.
Yeah, by Steve Hill, and that's a real good point. It's not speed coverage necessarily, but it's great position.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like their receiver's breaking out to the outside and wants to come back, and he can't get around the D-backs, and quarterback's floating it out there. Just, I don't know if you just throw it over the outside shoulder, maybe you'll have more success. It just seems like the receiver can't get underneath the ball to catch it.
Still 14 seconds left in this first quarter. 2nd and 10, Wayne State at the Mercyhurst 21. Ball start. They'll make 2nd and 15.
Yeah, the offensive line looked like they were a little antsy. They saw the blitz coming and they were adjusting to it. You know, you want to get every advantage you can on the snap of the ball there. It looked like they were gonna. They were bringing everybody, Mercyhurst.
It'll be interesting to see how Steve Kazor brings his team back. Great momentum builder, and those heads that were down before seem to be back up, and there's some more excitement on the Wayne State sideline.
Yeah, you could be sniffing out the goal line now, and you see it right down there. You know you got to put it in there.
3-step drop and a pass intended for Brandon Brown, overthrown. And Jason Sharon having some problems throwing the ball today.
Yeah, it just looks like he's overthrowing some receivers, and he's making some quick reads. And maybe the defensive line's getting in his head a little bit. You know, he's getting some good pass rush, and the blitz is coming. He wants to get rid of the ball quick, and just overthrowing his receivers a little bit. He's going to settle down and build some confidence in there. And he's a veteran, though. I think he can make some self-adjustments, and he'll be okay.
See, I said Mercyhurst with 38 seconds to play would run the last play of the first quarter. This is the 5th play since then. It's 3rd and 15. Ball back at the 26. Sharon gets whacked big time. That's big, number 50 for the Lakers. What a huge hit that time.
Hello.
That's Chad Fout.
Oh, he turned around and looked at his other receiver, and all he saw was a cage right in his face.
We'll take a look on the instant replay, the Meadowbrook Dairy instant replay. Boom!
Oh, man.
Looked one way, and then when he turned around to look the other way, there's Fout.
Right under the chin.
That was the last play of the first quarter. We've played 15. It's 21-0 in favor of Mercyhurst. GLIAC action here on the Image Sports Network.
There's a special sale going on right now here at Hume's Chrysler Plymouth Dodge and Jeep in Waterford. We've just received an extra shipment of over 70 new 2000 Dodge Intrepids and Chrysler Concords, and they're all on sale. We've got huge Hume's discounts, plus get 2,000 cash back or 2.9% up to 60 months. So don't miss this one. Come get the greatest deal ever while selection is best. We're only 9 miles south of the Mill Creek Mall on Peach Street. in Waterford.
Back at Tulio Field along with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis. I'm Steve Bowen. 3 touchdown passes by Mac McArdle, 2 to Ed Bailey and 1 to Justin Gibson. Bailey's touchdown catches were 6 and 79 yards. Gibson's was 16, and that plus the Mercyhurst defense coming up big when they need to has led to this 21-0 lead as we start the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, it looks like we said at the breakdown, you know, it looks like they're gonna set up and punt now, but they're throwing the ball an awful lot, and that's making it hard for the offensive line on the Wayne State team. And you sit back there, and it's basically you're just playing catch, and the defensive linemen are teeing off on you like that. It's just going to make it tough for that quarterback.
Line of scrimmage on 4th down is the 33. Reschke, a little pooch punt. That's like the worst pooch punt I've ever seen. Ooh. Line of scrimmage was the 33. They say it went out of bounds. Let's see where the guy stops. It's got to be, oh my goodness.
Around 30.
Oh, that's a 3-yard punt. Yeah, I've never seen a 3-yard punt in my life.
No, that's what I say. You know, the kicking game can win or lose it for you, and you could have put them back in their own, deep in their end zone again. And now they gave them some half-decent field position here to, to move the ball. And I think the quarterback's going to be a little bit more comfortable throwing the ball here too. And sit back there in that shotgun position.
Remarked during the last break that there was a long first quarter. It may have something to do with the fact that 34 passes were thrown in the first 15 minutes. Inside handoff to Megorian, spins, still on his feet.
You got to wrap him up. He looked like he had some little extra pep in the gas tank there. Kept the legs moving, and it was a nice swarming by the defense of Wayne State. See somebody wrapped up like that, and you come in and make the tackle. It's nice to see them change out and run the ball. And, they got a high power explosive offense here. I tell you, they don't like to run the ball too much, especially when they're having success with the pass, But the running game's going to open up the pass for them. They got 4 wide, and they got 1 back there. So we'll see what happens.
Pickup of 2. We should remark that the ball was marked out at the 28, so it's a 5-yard punt. And now here's McArdle. Looks like a broken play and a flag on the field, but he cuts it up inside to the 43. That's enough for the first down, but looks like we're going to have, my guess would be a hold based on where the flag came in.
Yeah. I tell you, quarterback, he looks like he's doing really well for himself. And I tell you, McArdle, he looks like a veteran out there right now. I mean, he doesn't look like he's a rookie, I'll tell you that. He's just making good decisions out there and running with the ball. And, he knows the game. It looks like they studied a lot of film on this team before they come out.
Yeah, let's see, 6 penalties. 34 passes. Yeah, that's probably why it's an hour and a half into this game, and we've just ran the second play of the second quarter.
I tell you what, with the clock stopping all the time with those passes, it makes it tough.
Got to bring more than just 2 bottles of water to a Mercyhurst game.
Yeah, absolutely. With the heat out there today, like it is, you gotta be sweating.
2nd and 16 as they mark it from the point of the foul. Here comes the blitz. McArdle crossing pattern. Nice job. The interception by number 4, that's Sean Black. Curry looked like he had good position, but Black just cut in front of him.
Yeah, sometimes, it just comes down to, here comes the replay here in the Meadowbrook replay. He throws the ball in there, and it looks like he does have good position, and it looks like he just steals it away from him.
Yeah.
He went for the ball, and then number 4, he just got his hands in there first, and you got to break to the ball and make the play and be back at it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose some, but now they got it back in good field position, and we'll see what their offense could do. They're back on the field. It seems like Wayne State's offense on the field an awful lot today. It's just really not produced it. I mean, they keep going for the big play, and you don't see them making it here.
Right. 1st and 10 from the 38. Second turnover of the day for the Lakers. Here's Sharon. Pass across the middle, complete to Pierre Brown. Inside the Mercyhurst 10, down to the 8. Tackle made by Casey Williams. And that's Brown's first catch of the afternoon, actually his second catch of the afternoon. First one downfield.
That was a really nice route that they ran there. They ran the inside guy underneath, and they had Brown go to the outside. And Brown's a big play guy out there, and it's nice to see him and moving the offense and still, like I said in the beginning, you know, I mean, it's big plays, you know, and that's what they're dependent on here, Wayne State. They move the ball a lot. I mean, their increments of yardage is big when they make a play.
First and goal from the 7. Sharon under center, pitch back to Tabidi Williamson, cuts up inside the 5, touchdown, 7-yard run, Tabidi Williamson, and the Warriors of Wayne State get on the scoreboard with 13:20 to play in the first half. Williamson is having a whale of a game. He's the leading receiver for Wayne State in the first half, and also the leading rusher. He had 90 yards in total offense, and he just added 7 more and a score.
Yeah, it looks like Wayne State's running the ball well. I really don't understand why they're not going to run the ball more. I guess it's not their offense, and you know, I'm not their coach, but you know, it looks like they can move the ball in that young defensive line, especially on the out. I mean, on the sweeps and on the outside. On the outside, they run the ball well.
As we take a look at the Conway and O'Malley scoreboard, we see it's Mercyhurst 21, Wayne State 7, 13:20 to play first half. GLIAC action live on the Image Sports Network.
Tender, juicy, great flavor, and exceptional value. That's what you'll find in every Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham. And Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is good for you because it's 98% fat-free. Perfect for a lower fat, lower sodium diet. Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And of course, freshness is guaranteed because Smith's is family-owned and locally operated in Erie since 1927. Slice the way you like it in your favorite deli. Insist on Smith's because good taste never goes out of style.
We're back at Tulio Field along with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis. I'm Steve Bowen. 38 yards in 2 plays. The big pass to Pierre Brown, and then the 7-yard touchdown run by Tabidi Williamson. And the Warriors on the board, and that's a big deal for them.
Yeah, building their confidence up, and you saw the defense make a big play, and with the interception, left them in good field position. The offense fed off the defense, come out, and they scored a touchdown. Now they got a little confidence going here.
Craig Joseph, 32, and Provenzano, number 20. Provenzano takes the kick. Gets out to the 20-yard line and then swarmed under by the Warriors. I'm not even going to try and guess who's on the bottom of that pile. Actually, it's number 9. That's Daniel Stuckey, junior linebacker, 6'1", 205. So the Lakers will take it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And Rob, much like the score by Wayne State was important to give them some confidence, I think Mercyhurst has themselves a game unless they answer here with a pretty decent drive. I'm not sure they have to score, but I think they have to move the football. 3 and out won't work.
No, absolutely not. Like I said before, you know what I mean? The scoreboard.
And here's Bailey on the little flanker reverse. Flag on the play, and again, my guess is that that's going to be holding.
Yeah. Like I said before, you know, the scoreboard, that's out there for the fans. You know what I mean? You're out there playing football, and you don't think much about the scoreboard when you're out there playing. You know, you're out there and you got a game going on right in front of you every play, and you know, and that's where the game's won and lost. You know, it's in the trenches and it's in the one-on-ones, and you know what I mean. You get your guy more times than he gets you, you're going to win the football game, and the scoreboard will show it at the end. And, you know, the game's won one-on-one with the person in front of you.
Half the distance on the holding call against the Lakers brings up 1st and 20. Ball back on the 10-yard line. And with McArdle's 2 interceptions now, Rob, you know, we talked about the confidence they had up 21-0 and not having thrown any picks. Now with 2 picks in 2 straight possessions, you got to think that things are a little bit more antsy and maybe a little bit more conservative in the Mercyhurst play calling.
Yeah, you know, with the penalties and all too, but he's got some cushion there with 14 points, but that ain't a big cushion with the big plays on the offense. They're going to hand the ball off.
Here's Justin Gibson. Gibson cuts up inside Pat Testrake, gets out to the 17-yard line. Tackle on the play by 71. That's Craig Jobe, 6'3", 260.
Yeah, they had Testrake out there, big right guard. And, I guess you know, like you know, the offensive lineman is trying to, you know, make his play and make the block on the outside linebackers there, and it's the back's job to make the cut. Just cut it inside and made a nice defensive stop there.
I misread the line markers, and actually instead of the 16, it's only the 11. That's only a pickup of 1. Here's McArdle trying to escape some trouble. And big number 90 with the sack. That's Greg Smith, but honestly, there's 99 again, and that's Homrich, who really caused all the problems. He's a senior from Maybe, Michigan.
They're getting a good pass rush off the corner there, and it's making the quarterback step up in the pocket there, and then inside defensive lineman come down and close down on him, and it's going to make it tough for the quarterback. You get a good pass rush like that, and you ain't going to be able to throw the ball.
3rd and 18, and there's a bunch of low numbers out there for Wayne State. This looks like their dime or maybe quarter package. Good push by the defensive line. McArdle now throws on the run and intended for 23. That's Brad Thompson. So it'll be, as we mentioned, 3 and out for the Lakers. And with 11:24 still to play here in the first half, you've got to think good field position again for Wayne State.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good protection on that last play, but they don't look. Mercyhurst looks like they stall a little bit with their backs to the end zone. They got good possession. They come out relaxed. They move the ball, and it's a wonder to see what's going to happen with the offense now. It's 2-3 bad possessions.
Brandon Brown deep to receive. Calls for a fair catch at the 42.5-yard line. So great field position again for Wayne State as they take over 1st and 10 at the Mercyhurst 42.
Come on, defense.
We're going to see how the offense reacts. That was another big series by the defense. Now his offense going to feed off it. They look like they're a little bit fired up. Mercyhurst defense looked like they're playing pretty good out there though today, and I don't think it's going to phase the defense. The offense now is going to make adjustments, and maybe change their game plan a little bit. With their backs to the wall like that, they've got to come out strong and have confidence in themselves. That's the boys of a good team.
Here's Sharon deep to throw, now escapes pressure and gets a nice block by Tabiti Williamson downfield against Ike Morrison and picks up about 7 yards.
Yeah, Williams' kid's a good player. He's a playmaker. He ain't gonna get the ball. He's gonna block, and he ain't gonna block. He's gonna get the ball, and he's just a big playmaker out there, and he's making all sorts of plays.
Sophomore from Ann Arbor. Second, they mark it officially at the 36-yard line.
He's like
a 6.
It's like a Walter Payton type guy, making all kinds of blocking and catching and running. Wouldn't be surprised if he throws the ball before the end of the game.
Delay to Williamson, and well, you mentioned during the last time out that they can seemingly run outside anytime they want. First hit that time made by Palmer. Close to the first down, though.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be just short based on where the umpire is standing.
There's a good defensive stop. You read the play, and you come up and make the tackle. What that is there, that's speed on defense. You swarm the ball, you make the play. And, if he wasn't there, there's somebody there a second after him. And that's all speed there and breaking on the ball. And good coaching, too. Films and seeing what's going on and knowing what's coming.
They'll measure. And I think just because Steve Kazor wanted to know just how short they were. Brings up 3rd and 1, and the way that this offense has been going, Rob, they've got a lot of different options.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're starting to run the ball well now, and like before, they had their first touchdown was with a run, and they're changing it up quite a bit, and it seems like it's confusing the Lakers' defense a little bit, keeping them off guard.
3rd and 1, Reschke the lone setback. They've got double wideouts to the left side, and the keeper by the quarterback, Sharon. That's enough for the first down. Gets down to close to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he ran that right behind that big center, Gardner up there, number 53. He's a monster, and it seems like it's their top lineman out there. I'm not sure, but he's a big kid up there, running right behind him. He's sure a couple of yards.
Yeah, he's sure having a good game today.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But I'll tell you what, that number 71, he's no slouch either for Mercyhurst. He's playing well, and that's where film study comes in up front there, and knowing what's going to happen there, pre-snap reads. And I remember myself a big pre-snap read. Just there's so many different things. Like when I was with Mike Daly up at the Firebirds, they'd have us watching with quarterback's hands under center, and they watch right down to the field. A lot of young quarterbacks like to move their feet before the snap count, and that's a big thing, pre-snap read. If you can get off the ball faster than the offensive guy, any kind of advantage you can get over an offensive lineman, your defensive lineman is big.
Sure.
You look at it, and you look right down to everything. And the more film you watch, the more you break it down, the better you're going to be as a player, you know. And there's everything. I mean, you know, I watch everything when I'm out there, not just down a distance, but you watch, you know, you watch like a big thing like who used to say all the time. I can't remember who the NFL player was, but you watch a quarterback's hands. That hand drops. You know what I mean? You're off the ball. Boom.
Yep.
You know, there's so many things you can look at.
In ambush.
Make you a better player out there.
Quick reminder, we move to Channel 12 on Adelphia Cable starting next Friday, and we still have 3 more big Erie County League games here in the month of September. Next week, Northwestern at Northeast. The following week will be at Girard High School as the Iroquois Braves travel across the county. And then an interesting game on the 22nd, or on the, the 22nd, as it will be Fort LaBeouf entertaining Corey. Here's Sharon back to throw. Overthrows either Brown, whichever one he was attempting to hit with the pass. Both Brandon and Pierre in the pattern, but not close to catching it.
No, it looks like the quarterback's throwing over the middle still. I haven't really seen him throw any outs. I mean, I see him throw a flare out to towards the sideline, but if they throw the ball out to the sideline, I think they might have some success. It seems like the D-backs are getting a good inside position on the receivers all the time.
Come on now, Mike.
Doesn't seem like they can run underneath the ball.
2nd and 10, ball on the Mercyhurst 31-yard line. Double wide out to the left side. Sharon with a straight drop. Mercyhurst brings the blitz to Beatty Williamson. Looks to...
That's a fumble. That's a fumble.
Is that a fumble?
Yeah, it is. It's a throw behind the line of scrimmage. That was a screenplay. We'll see what the referees decide.
I would have called it an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, you know, Joe Kimball's going to be upset about that, but honestly, I think he had the best angle on the entire field on whether it was a lateral or a forward pass. We'll take a look on the Meadowbrook instant replay. I don't think there's any doubt when you look at it again.
He threw the ball, but it looked like the swung out there.
Yeah, he never had control of that.
No, he didn't.
So, incomplete. Dodged a bullet, it did Wayne State, because it was heads up by Tony Montini for the Lakers to jump on top of the football. So instead of a Warrior turnover, it's 3rd and 10 at the Mercyhurst 31. Pierre Brown in a single coverage with Casey Williams out on the right side, double flanker to the left.
So they're to bring the blitz.
They throw out to the sideline. Boy, they must be listening to you, Rob.
Yeah, nice quick out there like that, nice completion, but it's hard to keep. It's hard to get position in. You know, I mean, a number 11 there, the D-back, he's a great defender, but when you're playing on an inside position like that and he breaks to the outside, it's quick. It's hard to get possession. You can get the ball, get a good throw out there. He's going to make the catch every play.
Brandon Brown showed his athleticism too. The throw was a little high by Sharon, but Brown did a nice job, and they're about 1.5 yards short. And they'll go for it on 4th down, and I don't blame them.
No, I would go for I would go for it here too. And you smell the end zone. You want to put more points on the board.
And boy, that looked like someone moved early. We don't see any flags, but boy, there looked like some early movement on that line.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback, he got that ball snapped to him, and he's lucky he held on to it. It don't look like he was even under center when he got that ball.
Yeah, not sure he was expecting it.
I don't know if he got it here.
Sharon did keep it. We'll take a look on the replay, Rob. Let's see if we can see.
Yeah, he wasn't even under center. He almost bobbled that, but he's lucky he held on to it.
Yep.
That's a shame there on 4th down like that. They're going to bring the chains in, but I don't know if he got it. That was a big play for Wayne State, and I don't know if they got it here. If they did, they're pretty lucky.
Ooh, no, they didn't. No, they did not.
Got the ball.
Wow.
Ooh, and look at the heads go down on the offense there.
Absolutely.
Here comes Mercyhurst out. Now the offense got to regroup itself. Now that was a big play by the defense. The offense, the offense had a nice break there with the heat. They got some water in them. Let's see what happens. You had the break in a quarter, and we'll see what they come out here and see what they do here. They look like they're pretty fresh, and now they got to feed off the defense there. They got to come out and they got to make a big play here. They got to move the ball.
You talk about making adjustments. I think most of them have to be made on the offensive line, because the last 3 Mercyhurst possessions, Wayne State's had an outstanding push by their defensive linemen.
Absolutely.
Here's McArdle now looking to run that little keeper, and nothing doing as number 9 came in to break things up, Daniel Stuckey from his linebacker position.
Yeah, they had the number 66 pulling on that play out to the outside, and the charge upfield by the defense was just overwhelming. They had a couple guys coming up, too many people to pick. It was like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and he made the play.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12, Lakers from their own 19-yard line. Double wide out to either side. High snap. McArdle brings it in. Pass across the middle. Nice catch that time by number 80 for Mercyhurst. And that's Tim Seaman, the younger brother of Justin Seaman.
That was a nice read by McArdle there. He come right over the middle with that, and the offensive line gave him some good time, you know, to read the pattern, let the pattern of the form, let the play develop. And that was just a heck of a play by the quarterback on that.
Pickup of 9 brings up 3rd and 3. Ball on the Lakers' 29-yard line. McArdle, nice little swing pass out to Gibson. Enough for the first down. What a great possession play by the Lakers, and it's actually that was 33. Was it 33 or 43?
Yeah, it was 33.
It was 33. McGorian was about to say, nice job by Justin Gibson, and especially coming back after that serious knee injury.
That 33 is tough kid. He drug him for a couple extra yards.
Dow product Joe McGorian. McArdle now out in the flat.
Ooh,
pass
nice
intended
play
for Curry. Very nice play that time by Sean Black.
Yeah, it seems like the D-back's breaking for the ball there, and he almost had another, I mean, not almost another interception, but he breaking to the ball. You see a ball in there thrown like that, you got to break towards the ball.
Yeah, and McArdle's hurt.
Uh-oh.
McArdle's hurt, so they've brought in Scott Farrison as the quarterback.
What's wrong there?
I don't know. We didn't see it. It was away from the play. So 2nd down and 10. We'll see what Farrison brings for the Lakers. High snap. Good catch. Pass complete to Eric Gotts.
Those little hitch passes are working well for Mercyhurst. That was a nice throw there by 17, stepping up in Scott Farrison, stepping in there behind the center and making the plays. And it looks like he's a veteran back there. He's hooting and hollering back there, calling the plays.
Eric Bott with the reception, a pickup of 3 on the play. Here's Farrison, throws across the middle. Intended for Bott again. Boy, oh boy.
You got to catch them. You got to make those plays. You know, that's 3rd and, you know, you got 3rd and 8 there. You got to come up. You got to make a play. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. And you know, that's the difference between a good team and a bad team. And I'm not saying that, you know, he's not capable of making plays. And it's just, that's a big play right there. Look at the field position. That's a big play. And that can make a big difference in a football game. It'll come back and it'll make some catches.
Carpenter and Gomez says, let's meet at the wide receiver. Brings up 4th down. Corasaniti to kick.
Nice
Much
punt.
better kick. High kick. Woo. Brandon Brown all the way back to his 16-yard line. And gets some running room. There's going to be, I think, a block in the back from about the farthest point away.
Around the 30 there. Clip's going to move back 15 yards.
Yeah, and that was one of those judgment calls. The official who was right in line with the play didn't call it. But it looked like the back judge or the referee did from about the 50. So
I think he called a hold.
Not sure if it was a hold or a block in the back. We'll see in a moment. It's 10 yards, so it's probably block in the back.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct.
Every once in a while. I get one of these.
I hate them referees. I mean, being a player myself, you know what I mean? But hey, you got to have them out there, and it makes the game fair. And
yeah, it's kind of tough in this game. 11 on 11, as big and fast, and the fact that you got helmets and pads. I mean, you could do pickup basketball. Pick up 11 on 11 football would be kind of tough. 1st and 10 now, back at the 19-yard line for Wayne State. Trap up the middle to Williamson. Tackle by Platts, but not before he picks up about 5 out to the 24. Actually, they'll mark him at the 23, pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
That was a good surge by the offensive line. You could really see them getting off the ball there. And like I said, another pre-snap read. You know, you look and see how much pressure they got in their hands. You know, they're passing all day, and they're sitting back on their butts. Now they're up, leaning on their hands, and you know, you get off the ball and make the stop. Read run. But it looks like Wayne State can run the ball on Mercyhurst, so we'll see what happens.
2nd down. Trap again. They go outside. Nice cut by Williamson.
Oh,
still on his feet at the 30. Out of the 40 at the 50, inside Mercyhurst territory, down to the 46-yard line.
35, he had a game-breaking tackle there, I tell you.
30-yard run that time by Tabidi Williamson. Let's take a look on the Meadowbrook Dairy instant replay.
Wrap up,
Simple pattern. A simple play designed to go inside. He cuts
That was a
it
nice
outside.
move.
Yep.
I tell you what, that number 20, he's a heck of a player out there. He's doing everything today. He's their all offense. He's a playmaker out there. It was a nice tackle, though, a nice hustle and make the play down the field, or he would have been gone.
6:44 to play first half. 21-7 Mercyhurst, but Wayne State behind Tabidi Williamson is driving again. They're at the Lakers 46. Sharon with some pressure now steps up. Pass is thrown.
Oh, touchdown!
Touchdown
What
by
a
Pierre
catch.
Brown.
Man, I tell you, he had all day to throw that ball back there, but I'll tell you what a catch by Brown. Woo, he must have balled that 3 times, caught it in great concentration. Heck of a throw downfield, gave him all day to read, and I think that was his last read he made on the play, and he just threw it deep out in the end zone. Now it's going to be 14-20. Here we go on a replay.
Yeah, we'll take a look, and he has a long time to throw it. You're right, and the ball hangs up a little bit.
Yeah, it's up there in the air, and Seven's backpedaling. You got to turn and run for the ball. And
wow,
that was a heck of a catch, though. I'll tell you what. I mean, that. You know what I mean? Look at the concentration on the ball there. It's just looking at the ball the whole way, and
yep,
that was just a great play.
46 yards. It's another big drive, and the kick is no good. So 21-13 as Wayne State goes 81 yards the last 46. Sharon to Pierre Brown. 21-13 Mercyhurst here on the Image Sports Network.
The Tri-State's best deals just got better here at Hume's Chrysler Plymouth Dodge and Jeep in Waterford. We've got 2.9% for up to 60 months on all new 2000 Caravans, Voyagers, and Town & Countries. That's right, only 2.9% for up to 60 months on the hottest selling minivan in the country. And we've sure got them here at Hume's in Waterford. We've got over 100 right here in stock and ready to go. Come see us today. We're only 9 miles south of the Mill Creek Mall on Peach Street in Waterford.
Back at Tulio Field, along with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis, I'm Steve Bowen. 13 unanswered points by Wayne State has gone from a 21-0 game to 21-13, 81 yards, 3 plays. The last 46 from Sharon to Pierre Brown.
Yeah, I tell you what, it looks like Wayne State's setting them up with a nice little pass, nice little run, and then they're going big. They're going over the top, and they're throwing deep for the touchdowns. And like I said at the beginning, they're a big play team, and they're going to cover a lot of yards on a short amount of plays. And
here's Craig Joseph. Breaks it up the middle, makes a cut at the 20, out at the 30, flag on the play out to the 32-yard line. Joseph, the redshirt freshman from Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx, New York.
He's a big kid out there, but I'll tell you, what a wedge. You go back and look at that on film. They had a heck of a wedge set up there. He just ran in behind the wedge and broke it out to the outside, and he had some room to run. I don't know what the penalty is on the field.
My guess will be a block in the back again because it was a kicking play. No, it's a hold. That's the bad news for the Lakers. The good news, Mac McCardle, number 4, back in there at quarterback. So first and 10 for the Lakers, ball on their own 15-yard line. And both sides of the ball, the Lakers need to answer some questions, I think, in the last 6:24 of this half, Rob, because after they went out 21-0, they've been pushed all over the building.
Yeah, they're back to the end zone there. He's going to run it again.
Yeah, McCardle gets pushed out of bounds by 23, Jorge Gomez.
I tell you, you can see how the kicking game is coming to effect here. I mean, we talked about how good the special teams of Mercyhurst was, but it looks like Wayne State's special team is taking it and it's winning the game for them. You know, I mean, look at the field position. I mean, you know, their backs are against the wall all the time, Lakers, and the special team field position is just making a huge difference in this game.
Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8, ball on the 17. Single setback, double wide out to either side, and now McCardle changes the play.
Audible and out.
Inside handoff to McGorian. Nice cut after he gets the ball.
He's on his
out
feet,
over the 30.
Breaks it outside. That's
out
nice.
over the 35 to the 36. What an outstanding cut as soon as he got the ball. McDowell product Joe McGorian.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, that was an outstanding call by the quarterback, McArdle there. I mean, he just, you know, watching film, saw something, you know, knew the play could go, and here we go on the replay right up the middle there. And
good job of keeping his feet.
Absolutely. It was a good piece of running there, but it was a good call by the quarterback, and to recognize that was there.
Pickup of 17 by Megorian, 1st and 10 Lakers at their own 35. They've run the same play to the other side. Megorian rumbles for 4 more.
Yeah, like Vince Lombardi says, you know, you find something that works, you run it over and over and over again until they find a way to stop it. That's a great way to coach. I remember my college coach, we'd make a big play. We used to run tackle trap all the time. I'd hammer somebody on a play and he'd run it again, you know, and just keep running it. Keep stuffing it down their throat. That's what works. Stuff it right down their throat. We'll see what happens here. I think they're going to come out throwing the ball.
Well, it'll be interesting to see Megorian out, Provenzano in as the setback. And they run the same play again.
That's
Provenzano
run it again.
Out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 2. And, Rob, this is a nice job, I think, to get a little bit of confidence back on that offensive line and also make the defensive line do more than just pin their ears back.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the offensive line, I don't care what they tell you. They don't like anything but to run the ball. You know what I mean? They like to power it up there and smash some heads. And, you know what I mean? And when I'm an offensive lineman, I want to run the ball. You know what I mean? Pass blocking's for the birds. I mean, you got to do it. And, you know what I mean? I'd rather run the ball and, you know, crush people. Nice pass.
Trips to the right, and McArdle completes it to Justin Gibson out at the 49-yard line. 1st down Lakers. Tackle on the play by Jamie Carpenter. But, boy, this has been a nice, kind of a smash-mouth drive by Mercyhurst after they've really thrown it all over the place.
Absolutely. Now you see a little bit of the opposite. Usually you say the running game's going to open up for the passing game, but now you see that the running game is opening up for the passing game out there.
Yep.
And now they're hunkering down for the run, and they're going to turn around and throw the ball again. It's a nice mix.
Yep. Oh, McArdle with a great play fake. Out over the 50. Woo! Inside the 40, down at the 38-yard line.
That was a heck of a play.
Sal Warner on the tackle, but what a great play fake by McArdle.
I didn't know he had the ball until you mentioned it. I'm watching it running back all the way up the middle there. And
let's take a look. You might be able to see it on this one.
The replay. He pulled it out of there. Like, I didn't even recognize it. I thought he had the ball the whole time. That was a nice piece of running there. Like I said before, it makes it tough. You're trying to defend against the run, the pass. The quarterback, he'll beat you so many ways. He really looks good out here today. But I'll tell you, the backup when he come in 17 didn't look too shabby either.
Right. 1st and 10 Lakers. Ball at the Warriors' 38-yard line. Inside play to Provenzano inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line.
That was a nice block by the left guard there. Number 66, Joe GLIAC. I tell you, he chipped off the. That's nice. I mean, he come double teaming on the center there, and he chipped off to go up to the backer. And he's crazy. They're making nice holes in there. The 2 guards, you know, they're going to play a single nose guard up there up front. And you double down on him and chip up off to the backer like that. And it makes a big hole there for a running back.
Pickup of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. Double wide to either side. And McArdle runs it again. Here's Megorian inside the 25. Wow! Out of the 23, pickup of 9. Tackle made by Chris Cates. But, boy, howdy, this has been, I think, so far, Rob, more impressive than either of the 3 scoring drives.
Yeah, they pulled that big Martin around the end there like that. They're chipping off. 64 come around, or 64 come around and pulling a tackle. I mean, they're really, you know, what they're doing there is they're having a nose guard double team. They're going up to the linebacker. There's a huge hole there. 94 is playing out, defensive end. Here he goes again.
They do it again. Megorian spins, keeps his feet. Knocked down.
That was a nice play by the nose guard in that play there. 71.
Finally, the tackle made by 94, Kevin Goodcourage.
70. That was a nice play by the nose guard. He got off the double team there, and you know he sees it's coming there. You got the end playing out, and you got the nose guard on the center, and you're leaving 2 gaps open there for the linebacker to cover, and that's hard.
Now McArdle rolls to his right. Oh, puts on a nice little fake, but good job by Chris Cates not to fall for it too much.
That's a nice play action. Number 62, the right guard, pulling outside there. And I love play action myself. That's what we ran in college, and you're out there in the flats all day. And you got to have some speed out there for a lineman to get out there. I loved it. You know what I mean? I played right guard about 268, 270 pounds, and I'd fly out there, and I'd love to cut people and blow people up out there. I'd have a blast.
McArdle picks up 3, brings up 3rd and 4. Straight drop, looks to throw. Nice play, nice catch by Justin Seaman. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Lakers.
I tell you
Just
what,
inside the 10.
Mercyhurst got two. I mean, they got some good receivers out there. I'll tell you that number 1 and number 10. And you got some weapons out there. I mean, and it's nice that McArdle's spreading the ball around. He's spreading the wealth a little bit, you know.
Let's see what the Lakers run here. They bring in the big redshirt freshman tailback, Joseph. 6'1", 215, and now timeout on the field called. Not sure by which team. 2:26 to play here in the first half. Let's run down the high school schedule again because we want to make sure that we got all the games covered. Next Friday we're at Northeast as Northwestern takes on at Northeast. The following Friday, Iroquois and Girard at Girard, and then what I think is going to be one of the more entertaining games of the entire County League season takes place on the 22nd as Corey invades Fort LaBeouf. Fort LaBeouf in their new stadium inaugurated it last night with a 14-0 win over Fairview. Meantime, Corey upset 3-time defending league champ General McLean last night. So Corey's bringing it, LaBeouf's bringing it. Those are two teams young and old in terms of coaching. John Wilson returning to the Corey sidelines. Joe Tarasovich in his second season at Fort LaBeouf. But that'll be smash mouth football of the highest degree.
I like to see that. I tell you, I like what Mercyhurst is doing here. I mean, you know, they see that the nose guard there. You got him set up, and you got the defensive tackle on the strong side. You're playing him, and you know you got the nose guard lined up in the gap with the center and the guard, and then you got the defensive end playing outside the tackle and leaves a big gap there. I mean, it's not rocket science. You know what I mean? You see him there, and you see the hole, and the quarterback's making the right audibles to run the ball, and that. I mean, it's just a huge gap. You got to hunker down and close it up, and Mercyhurst having a lot of success here. Now I'm interested in seeing this number 32 is gonna the redshirt freshman here. You said, and he's a big back. I was watching him on the field. He's a monster kid, and
significantly bigger than either Megorian or Provenzano, both in weight and height. Give it to him on the inside handoff. Nice cut. Cuts inside the
power.
Wow.
Ooh, a little power. He didn't want to go down.
No, close to the first down, or close to the end zone.
I tell you what, you're rolling them guys in there like that, keeping the backs fresh. Now they're going to bring back in a starter, 33, and I tell you what, though, I would give that kid a couple more carries. Look at him hustling off the field like that. He's fired up. He wants the ball. You know, I think get the ball in that kid's hands a little bit more.
Yeah, watch the cut that he makes.
He's got some moves out there.
Show this on the Meadowbrook replay.
You can see it.
Right there.
Race to the outside like that.
So 2nd and goal, ball at the 1. McArdle to Megorian. No signal yet. Boy, it looks like,
That's the way to run the ball. Put the head down and run it in there right behind. You find the biggest butt you can find and put your head down and run in there behind it. And that's a nice piece of running there. Nice blocking by the offensive line, too.
Well, and what a drive. 90 yards by the Lakers. And that touchdown drive probably took up as much time as their previous 3 touchdown drives.
It was a really nice mix there. I mean, they ran the ball a lot, though, but they threw the ball when they had to. And it was a nice mix there, nice play calling by the coach of Mercyhurst. I tell you what, he really, he has his act together and he knows what's going on out there, and he's just making some nice calls now. And, they really moved the ball well, and the quarterback really did well that play.
Rapucci, kick is up and good. That makes it 28-13. So we see on the Conway and O'Malley scoreboard. More action to come. 1:45 left in the first half. GLIAC football on the Image Sports Network.
Some of the hardest hitting action in the ECL this Friday night when Northwestern takes on Northeast. Saturday, you can see some of the best junior hockey talent in the world when the Molson Hockey Tournament rolls into the Erie Civic Center. And Sunday, be sure to catch all the soccer action when the Gannon Golden Knights take on Alderson Broavis. Nobody offers more live local sports than Image Sports Network.
Back live at Louis J. Trulio Field, 85 yards in 13 plays, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. We'll have to go back during the course of halftime and count up how long each of Mercyhurst's previous 3 touchdown drives took. I don't think all of them combined went 4:39.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, if that's a long time of possession for them, that's not too surprising with the high-power offense they have. I mean, they're doing nice little chip-out pass plays there and nice runs. I tell you, they really look like they're a well-rounded team.
It's easy to do. First one was here's Rapucci's kick. Again, a good deep kick comes down to Tabiti Williamson, a yard deep in the end zone.
Williamson's dangerous. See what he does here. Running a big hole, hole. So cut it outside. He's got,
Still on his feet out to the 40.
He's still going.
Tom Palmer finally knocks him down at the 48, so Wayne State right back in business. Let's see if we can figure out these Mercyhurst scoring drives.
I'll tell you what, though, that kid, though, for Wayne State, number 20, he's a heck of a player out there. He is a heck of a player. He's just doing it all out there. He looks like a type of a Walter Payton type back, you know? Just do it all.
First drive was 1:48. Second was 1:02. And the third, I think, was 49 seconds. Yeah, Ooh. So none of those, if you add all those three together, not nearly as long, and I don't think as impressive as that 85-yard drive.
They went quite a distance.
Yep. The pass out in the flat intended for Pierre Brown. I wonder if that might be a setup for Casey Williams for later on, because that's just a quick out, and Brown has shown to be the game breaker for the
big number 71
Warriors.
Down on it. That's not a good sign there. He was he's a big man up in the middle, and he looks like he's in some pain down there. That's unfortunate. You don't like to see anybody as a player. That makes you sick, and you don't like. I hate to see that. You know, anybody. I don't care what team and who it is, and you know what's going on like that. And hopefully be able to get off the field here and come back and play. And
that's Charles Brown.
Yeah. 61 is checking in there for who do we got here? Number 61.
61 for the Lakers. Need to make sure that
Matt Dabowski.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. He looks like he's okay. He's coming off the field. Man, monster of a kid though.
Yeah, you wonder if it's a twist or maybe just cramps.
Yeah, probably twisting the ankle up a little bit there and walk it off. You come back. He'll be sore tomorrow though.
Yeah.
He'll be hurt tomorrow. Ankles, I hate ankles. They're terrible. You can't do nothing. You can't push. You can't run. You can't. Lateral mobility is just keep walking around out there. He'll be fine.
Dabowski, a redshirt freshman from Erie, played just up the hill at Mercyhurst Prep. Sharon, deep drop, throws down the middle, intended for Brandon Brown.
I tell you, the quarterback let it fly in that time, and he's got quite an arm on him. I can see why they go for the big gun all the time, and you know, it just seems like those big plays just, I don't know, you got to break the couple short ones, and then boom, the big one comes, and you got to really be ready to defend on them.
It seemed like, though, Rob, especially when he throws it long, that he puts a little bit too much air under it. I mean, we saw it even on the 48-yard touchdown pass to Pierre Brown. You know, Brown and Casey Williams were running all over the place trying to get position on that.
Yeah, and it seems like he throws it over the middle a lot, too.
Yeah.
He's not throwing it really outside. Nice little dump off there. And a little bit too much on it there again. But, he throws the ball downfield. He throws it towards the middle of the field. If they throw downfield to the outside of the field, towards the sidelines, I think that might have a little more success.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, I'm not the coach, and, you know, I'm not making decisions down there. And you know, sometimes you see things from up here that you don't see down there, you know, and it's you know, you don't like to undermine anybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've got a great coach on both sides of the ball here.
Swing pass was intended for Reschke, incomplete. He's back to kick now. Lakers get nice push and a good high kick. Turns over. Palmer takes it at his own 12. Now cuts it to the outside, back inside, and does a nice job to get it out to the 19.
That was a good play by number, I can't see his number, 10 maybe, from Wayne State. I tell you, he got off his block and ran down there, nice inside position coming down the field. That's what they teach you in special teams. You're coming down your lane, you want to keep inside position all the time on a guy, and you want to hit with your outside shoulder and stay on the inside position like that, and come in and squeeze the play down and try to squeeze to the ball and make the play. And you know, special teams. Look where they leave Mercyhurst. They're out here on the 20. That's a big play. I mean, it wasn't a great punt. It wasn't pretty, and they almost blocked it. But hey, look at the coverage down there. They got some speed guys to get down the field and make plays. Mercyhurst got to get some better blocking back there and get their wall back deeper or something.
1st and 10 Lakers from their own 20. Give to Megorian.
Nice.
Cuts it outside and gets the 24 and stays in bounds, most importantly. Rob, the only thing that kind of had me scratching my head on that last series by Wayne State is that there was still a lot of time left, and to throw it deep and then really an iffy call to a little used receiver, Reschke, on the swing pass. It didn't look like they gave it their best go in terms of the play calling.
Yeah, like I guess, you know, I mean, Wayne State, they're looking for the big plays, and I mean, no question, they got the people to make the big plays, and You know, sometimes you can't go for the big play all the time. You use the nice little ones like that, right there, and run up the middle, and that's a heck of a job. Look at the lineman downfield. You got 77, you got 66. You got, when you see linemen downfield, when you see a 300-pounder locked on a 220-pounder, there's problems there. You know what I mean? And you see big men like that running downfield, making blocks on little guys. That's not good for the defense. And that's a lineman's dream, though. You run downfield like that.
Great job by Megorian, and now with the trips to the left side, McArdle airs it out, a pass intended for 83 for the Lakers, and that's Jay Papuga.
I think that was number 43.
Oh, 43, Justin Gibson.
Yeah, I tell you, he didn't have enough ump on the ball there. He underthrew him quite a bit, but hey, if the short little ones are working for you, hey, I keep running the ball. I mean, the linemen love it. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. The linemen are down there loving it. I used to come off the ball and I got a little trouble at one time. I came off the ball and told the coach to start calling my number. And I like when they run the ball behind me. He was going to have me on the bus at halftime. He was a little fed up, but false start there on the left tackle, 77.
11 seconds left in the first half. Mercyhurst leads 28-13. There are a number of ways to describe this first half. Exciting, I think impressive by Mercyhurst. For everybody in this stadium and in this booth, long might also be another way to describe the first half.
Yeah, it is long, but I think it's an exciting game. And this is my first time doing this, and I'm having a blast. Being a player to watch the game and talk about it in your view, I mean, I'm really having a good time up here, and I'm enjoying it. It's an exciting game. There's big plays. They're throwing the ball and they're running the ball, and it's not too much of one thing. You're seeing a lot of variety here, and that's the name of the game in football. You know, you want to have a balance. You know, a lot of people talk about a balance. You know, and you know, you want to have a balance, mixing it up, running the ball and passing the ball, and that's what makes it for a good team. And Mercyhurst looks like they have a little bit better balance than Wayne State right now.
Trips to the left side. McArdle to throw under some pressure. Now breaks away from it, and he's just going to take it and run.
Woo!
And that'll be the next to last play of the first half.
I know you're not going to see it there, but I'll tell you, 99 had a heck of a pass rush up the corner. He'd come around trying to chase the quarterback down. Number 59, I think that's a center, come back and
whacked him.
Got a nice shot on him. Yeah, and it blowed him up. When you're going for I love going for the legs. Being a lineman and you just blow them up, it's like bowling ball pins going down. And you know, it's nice to see. But that number 99, a defensive lineman over there for Wayne State, a heck of a player. And,
Mercyhurst calls timeout. 2 seconds left here in the half, and McArdle picked up 12 on the play out to the 47-yard line. So time for one more play. It'll be interesting to see if the Lakers kind of throw the Hail Mary or whatever they call it up here on the hill. Reminder, hockey returns to the Image Sports Network 1 week from tonight as the Erie Otters in their annual preseason tournament. The USA hockey team, the Molson Cup tournament, Game 1 at 4, Game 2 at 7:30. And all of it right here on the Image Sports Network. The Otters have been in camp for about a week and a half. They had their first scrimmage last night, and according to folks who were there, some impressions made by some of the younger players. So the seasons overlap, and it's a good thing when you're in Erie because, first of all, you've got the young kids like the Otters. In this case, you've got Mercyhurst starting a new era after Matt Kissel. We saw the County League kicking off last night. It's a lot of fun when the seasons overlap at the beginning of the season.
I'll tell you, whatever they do here, they got a new quarterback in the game, number 12. And I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm not the coach, and I'm not the man to make the call. And I understand, but I see number 32 down there standing on the sideline with his helmet off. I'd like to see him in the game a little bit more. I'd like to see what he's got. He got a little. He's got a little fuel in the fire there.
Brad White,
he's got
the strongest arm. Yep, and pass incomplete. They had both Justin Gibson down there along with 44. That's Bob Whitney.
That was a good first half. That was a good, it's a heck of a first half there. It was a exciting game of football. To see what kind of adjustments we make at halftime here, and we'll see what happens.
Actually, that was Nick Madama. As we see on the Conway and O'Malley scoreboard, GLIAC football action, opening game for both teams. Mercyhurst leads Wayne State 28-13 at halftime. And we'll be back with all of our halftime activities in just a moment. And of course, this game, a sports exclusive of the Image Sports Network.
Conway and O'Malley Goodyear.
Go where you wanna go.
Did you know Conway and O'Malley Goodyear is a full-service auto repair center with ASE certified master technicians? Bring your car to Conway and O'Malley Goodyear and they'll fix it right the first time. Plus, there's quality Goodyear tires to fit any budget.
From tires to tune-ups, come see the car care professionals at Conway O'Malley Goodyear today.
Serious freedom. Goodyear, Goodyear.
At Mercyhurst Northeast, you'll shape your future with a rewarding, career-oriented education. Mercyhurst Northeast offers 2-year associate degrees and 1-year certificates. Enjoy the affordability of a specialty school and the expertise of higher education professionals within a collegiate campus atmosphere.
Don't miss out on a great opportunity. Call Mercyhurst Northeast today.
Come join us.
They're juicy, great flavor, and exceptional value. That's what you'll find in every Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham. And Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is good for you because it's 98% fat-free, perfect for a lower-fat, lower-sodium diet. Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And, of course, freshness is guaranteed because Smith's is family-owned and locally operated in Erie since 1927. Slice the way you like it in your favorite deli. Insist on Smith's because good taste never goes out of style.
Our special guest at halftime here at Mercyhurst College, the athletic director of Mercyhurst College, Pete Russo. And Pete, welcome to the Image Sports Network. It's great to be back, and I want to thank you and your staff for the help you've given us so far.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're pleased to have Image here, and we're pleased to have old Doug back wearing the red shirt. It's great. Beautiful afternoon, good game, and hopefully we can last another half.
I'll tell you what, you have to be proud of the atmosphere here at Mercyhurst College. This football facility is fantastic.
It is. I mean, we like to not boast, but we planned it well. It's a great family atmosphere. We bring everyone out. It's a nice crowd. It's with a beautiful campus, it makes that kind of easy, but we do all the little stuff in the landscaping, and it's worked better than we thought.
Well, you can be proud of the activities as far as sports goes at Mercyhurst College. Over the 12 years, it's really expanded. I noticed walking around today, a new soccer field and other things going on campus.
Right. Now, there's a lot going on, and school didn't even start yet. And this morning, that's why this AstroTurf was one of the best things we ever did. This morning, 9 o'clock, we had a field hockey game, and then the field hockey team gets off, and the football teams get on. Next door, we built a brand new soccer field. We're bringing the men's and women's soccer team back to campus away from Family First, because we always believe that that's where all activity should be on campus, so our students can come out of the dorms and crowd around like they're doing here and have another great afternoon.
As far as the league is concerned, what's your comments about the league and this football program?
Well, I'm a big supporter of the league. I mean, if it wasn't for this league, as others are finding out, when we were an independent, you couldn't get opponents, you couldn't get a schedule, you couldn't get player of the week, you didn't have any access to an NCAA championship. The Great Lakes Conference gives us all of that. The only difficulty, it's a tough conference. You got to step up and play. You got to give your coaches the resources, the ability to win. And but as far as the quality of the conference, the opponents, we're playing 11 great games. They give us service in all our sports. You can't beat it.
Another aspect, too, you do a lot of local recruiting, which is good for Mercyhurst College, and most importantly, they all come here and get degrees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we work hard on that. It's, as most people know, it's a difficult school to get into, so we have great retention and great graduation, and we're proud of that. And then we even put a program into place. The kids that fall a little bit behind, we bring them back, pay their way, and get them all graduated.
Besides athletic director, what other duties do you have?
Well, this has become, a 24/7 deal. You buy into this situation with 22 sports. It's a 7-day-a-week job, and
out on the field and going through their warm-ups. Rob, I'm sure that you've played in games in heat like this. How much do you cool down at halftime, and is it that difficult to get back into that lather that you need to get out on the field again?
Well, the answer to your first question is you don't. You don't cool down at halftime. Okay. You go in. I remember the hottest game I played in was against Juliana out here in western Pennsylvania. And let me tell you something. We came out to that game. We were getting dressed, and we didn't hit a shower after we suited up for the game. And unless you have air conditioner in the locker room, you don't sit down you just try to get as much water and as much fluids as you can in you, and you come out. And a big thing for me personally, when I come out in the second half on a hot game like this, you tend to cramp right away. From sitting in a stationary position, you come out, and first couple of series, or maybe right on the sideline when you come out and you start stretching, excuse me, you tend to have a couple of cramps here and there. I used to get them in my back and on my calves and stuff. Mm-hmm. Once you start playing and you move around a little bit, they go away. But the heat just takes a toll. But I tell you, Mercyhurst is doing a good job rotating players in and out, and they're using a lot of fresh players, and which makes it a little bit easier on everybody.
We saw two really, I think, important adjustments on either side of the field in the first half. One was the adjustments Wayne State made in that second quarter to take Ed Bailey away defensively. And the other was Tom Herman and his offensive line doing a great job of adjusting to the real solid pressure that Wayne State was bringing for most of that second quarter, and that led to that 85-yard touchdown drive. Do you sustain those? Do you try and readjust if you're the offense of Mercyhurst or the defense of Wayne State?
It's tough to tell what kind of changes they're going to come out with. I think you're going to see a lot of changes made on offense compared to defense. I think they picked up the blitz well. What happens is they left the back in there. They tended to send the back out a lot more in the beginning. Mercyhurst did, and they kept the back in the backfield a lot more when they handle the pass rush, and it worked well for them. And we'll see as the game goes on what they did.
Here's the kick, and it comes down to Provenzano to start the second half. He's got a seam, breaks out over the 30, over the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a nice run back and gives the Lakers great field position to start this second half.
I tell you what, the Mercyhurst set up a great wedge again. It seems like Wayne State's wedge buster, the guy that comes down the field and smashes the wedge up, is a little light in the pants.
Yeah.
And he comes down there head first, smashing in there, and he ain't moving at all. It's like running into a brick wall down there, and they got to get somebody with a little more lead in their pants there to bust that wall down.
Double wide to either side, 1st and 10 from the 35. Megorian the lone setback. And that inside handoff again, it's open, and Megorian busts it outside for about 6.
Yeah, you don't see too much adjustment there. It was a nice chip off on the inside there with the center and the guard up on the linebacker, and they're going to double that nose, and they're going to run in the wide gap and chip off up to the linebacker like that, and they're going to run that all day.
They mark it at the 41-yard line. Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. Sean Black on the tackle. Now trips to the right side for the Lakers. McArdle back in the shotgun. And they give it to Megorian again. And Rob, that's probably the first play in about 7 or 8 that we've seen a defensive lineman make the tackle. The offensive line for the Lakers has done a really nice job. But big number 90, Greg Smith, came in there and snuffed that one out.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little stunt going on up front there, and it looked like seemed to work out. Sometimes you get lucky like that, and you run into a stunt and it works. And it was a nice play by the defensive line.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 4. Same formation. Nice job of protecting McArdle, and the catch is made by Greg DeRay.
That's going to be close there for the first down.
It doesn't look like he's got it from where they've marked it. Although the chains are on the far side of the field.
They're moving
them.
I don't know. I'd want a measurement. That's a close. It doesn't look like Wayne State coach is too happy about that.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
I don't know about that one there, Steve.
Wow.
Well, anyway.
If there were ever cause for investigation, that's it right there. Here's Bailey in motion one way and then back to the left.
No backs in the backfield. Nice stunt up front.
Yep.
Oh, almost 6 the other direction there, let me tell you.
Pass intended for Megorian, and number 9, that's Daniel Stuckey, read it well.
Number 99 with the heat on again, and the defensive line, they got their good, they're sensing out. And they don't see no back there. They're coming with the heat, the defensive line, and it looks like Mercyhurst might need to keep the back in there for a little extra protection back there.
Provenzano now in. 2nd and 10. Gibson, Bailey, and DeRay wide to the right side. That's Seaman out there. DeRay on the left. Here's McArdle. Cuts it back up over the 45. Out to the 47-yard line. Tackle on the play again made by 90, Greg Smith.
Yeah, you see a lot of stunting going on up there front. Now you see 99 coming in and defensive tackle looping around for outside contain, and a lot of stunting going on up there in the defensive line. They're trying to get every advantage they can and stop the pass and get a better pass rush, and also stop the run too. And we'll see how Mercyhurst picks up the blitz.
3rd and 8, trips to the right side. Provenzano, the lone setback. Nice play fake by McArdle. Pulls it in, goes across the middle, and the pass was intended for DeRay, and he got whacked pretty good, but it almost flew into the hands of Gibson.
Yeah, it did. Anytime you come across the middle like that, you're taking a chance of getting your head blown off your shoulders. And, you know you're going to get hit, and, you got to concentrate a little bit more and catch that ball. It was in his hands and out of his hands, but number 10's a good receiver. He was a go-to guy before, and sometimes, you tend to look up before you catch the ball when you're crossing the middle, but he'll come back and make some big plays. But yeah, still another good job by the defensive line there, stunting and making plays.
Coruscanides' kick bounces at the 25 and goes out at the 24. Not exactly the greatest kick in the world, but makes it a longer field for Wayne State to start.
Yeah, you see what they were doing up on defense. Wayne State before was, I understand they're on offense now, but they were looping that defensive lineman around into that gap where they were running. It seemed to shut down the run there a little bit. And, we'll see what happens now with the offense. Now defense come up big, and see how the offense comes out. Mercyhurst can come out and score right away. So we got big number 71 back in the game. We'll see how he hunkered down the middle there.
They taped his ankle up just as the team came out for the second half. That's Charles Brown. New quarterback, and it's Gray, number 8. It's Dan Gray. And the pass was intended for Brent Workington. So we've got Gray at quarterback. We'll set the rest of the offense for you. Across the front, Andy Dombrowski, Brandon Evans, Kanye Gardner, Joel Gambrow, and Daryl Subaj. Gray, the quarterback. The wideouts, Brandon Brown and Pierre Brown. And then Workington is a wingback. Tabiti Williamson, the tailback. Houston Julian, 86, the tight end. 2nd and 10 off of the Gray incompletion. They run the delay to Tabiti Williamson, makes a nice cut at the 25 and gets out to the 29 and pick up a 5. Flats on the tackle, but that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the defensive line there. Number 71, he got his hands on a running back, but as you can tell, maybe he didn't make the play all the way, but what he did was he occupied 2 linemen that time and let Platts make the play on that. And that's a good job by a defensive lineman. A lot of people don't understand that you're not there to make every play, but you're there to keep the linebackers free to make the play.
Big play here, 3rd and 5 at the 29. Here's Gray, throws outside. The catch is made by Pierre Brown, and it looks like enough for a first down, but a flag here on the near side. You've almost got to think that that's holding from where it came from, Rob.
Yeah.
And by the Mercyhurst reaction, that's probably pretty true.
Got to break them. Break on first down. Against the Warriors.
Yep. So that'll bring up 3rd and...
It's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, let's see how far back they mark it. Just a 5-yard penalty. Ineligible downfield. So it brings up 3rd and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the 3-down lineman and the 4 linebackers set again. That's exactly what we're going to get here, and they're going to go under pass coverage. They're going to bring up linebacker 35 up on the line on the outside there.
28, Eric Newton, one wide out.
They're going to drop him into coverage.
Yep. Gray has the ball.
Nice pat it down.
And it's big 71, Charles Brown.
They need him in there. He's having a great game today, and he's doing a great job. And he's really getting some push on that center back there. And, it's a good matchup all day. And, he's looks like he come out strong, and it don't look like the ankles affect him at all. Get a blow now. They took him out of the game to bring somebody else, so they're going to punt now.
So now Hill and Palmer drop back deep, awaiting Reschke's punt.
Palmer, number 22.
Nice stand by the Mercyhurst defense. Good opening series for the Lakers. And they'll do it all over again. There was movement one side or the other, not sure which. And yeah, it's going to be against Wayne State.
Looks like Mercyhurst is going to get the ball back here in some pretty good position. We'll see what happens.
Well, and especially when you consider that Reschke, 5 kicks, only 29.6 yards per kick. Again, I'm not real good at math, but that puts Mercyhurst at about their own 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I don't know if they're going to fake it here, but I'd be bringing the heat on this play. You know, they're back to the end zone, and, you know, I'd be bringing a couple players.
And they are. Reschke, maybe his best kick, and Hill makes a fair catch. And he makes it at the 47-yard line, so the Lakers will take over 1st and 10 from there. We can set up the Mercyhurst offense for you. Again, Mac McCardle, the quarterback. Running back Joe McGorian. Slot receivers, Justin Gibson and Ed Bailey. The wideouts, Curry and Seaman. Left tackle, Brian Banneville. Right tackle is, the right tackle, Anthony Martin, Pat Testrake, and Joe Kolick, the guards. Eric Schmitz is the center. We'll set the Wayne State defense for you when we get a chance. And with this kind of hurry-up offense by the Lakers, a bit of a more traditional set with McArdle under center. Comes Bailey in motion, the inside handoff to McGorian. Didn't pick up much. Again, the tackle by big number 90, and he's done a great job here in the second half. Greg Smith, 5'10", 260.
Yeah, he's a tough guy inside there, and he's got great lateral mobility. I'm watching him go side to side. And I tell you, going to the next level now, you can make it just on the shuttle run. I mean, lateral mobility is everything for a lineman, and you know, you don't see a block being sustained on him for a long period of time or hitting him, but he ain't sticking him, and he's making some good plays down there.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Lakers. Ball at their own 49. McArdle to throw. Oh, nice pass to McGorian inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Make it a 35. Tackle on the play by Stuckey. But a great touch pass by Mac McArdle. We'll see it on the Meadowbrook replay. Watch him hit McGorian in stride.
He led him nice out there. He didn't have to break stride at all. Yeah, full steam ahead out there. He had a blocker out there, and number 3, and lock up.
Yeah, Curry did a nice job. Pickup of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 Lakers. They're knocking at the door again. McArdle across the middle to Curry. Nice spin move inside the 20 down to the 19.
That was nice.
Tackle on the play by Sterling Walker, but boy, that was a great spin as soon as he caught the pass.
Oh yeah, coach must have got him at halftime, because those were the 2 before. There's a 2 before, and he come back to the ball nice here, and he throws the ball and he turns around in a hitch and come back to the ball, and what he does after the ball is really nice. How he makes the move and he makes a play happen after the ball. There's two things to receive. One's catching, the other one's going with it after you catch the ball.
McArdle floats one into the corner.
Touchdown! What a catch!
Touchdown! Woo! Byron Curry, what a catch!
He laid out there. That was unbelievable. I tell you what, for somebody that had a so-so first half, he come out steaming in the second. Steaming in the second half there. Teammates happy for him, jumping all. That's great. It's nice to see when everybody's going nuts too.
We'll take a look on the Meadowbrook Dairy instant replay.
2 nice plays right in a row for that kid there. Nice D, throws it out there, leads him nice. The outside shoulder, right over the top. It's the only place where he could only caught it. You know, number 10 had no chance on it. Nice, keep it 2 feet in bounds. In college, you only need 1, and he drug both of them down. He kept both of them inside there. It was a nice play.
Curry
nice.
6'4", Gibson, who had the coverage, is 5'7".
Yeah.
We'll take a break, and the Lakers, with a nice drive, now lead 34-13. Third quarter action continues in just a moment here on the Image Sports Network. Stick with us.
Conway and O'Malley Goodyear.
Go where you wanna go.
Did you know Conway and O'Malley Goodyear is a full-service auto repair center with ASE certified master technicians? Bring your car to Conway and O'Malley Goodyear, and they'll fix it right the first time. Plus, there's quality Goodyear tires to fit any budget.
From tires to tune-ups, come see the car care professionals at Conway O'Malley Goodyear today.
Serious freedom. Goodyear, Goodyear.
Not a bad way to start the second half. You stop the other team and then get it and go roughly 40 or 51 yards. Or 53 yards, actually. Started on their own 47. And the last 19 covered by the pass McArdle to Curry. And 34-13 looks a whole lot better if you're on the guys wearing the blue than 28-13.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And here you go again. You see how special teams helped them, and gave them great field position there with the punt. Number 20 on it.
Rapucci shortest kick. Williamson gets it.
What a block down
And
there.
a couple of nice blocks, and Williamson out over the 20 to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, I don't know who threw that block, but somebody got killed down there. I don't know. I didn't get a number on that, but let me tell you, somebody got upended for Mercyhurst. But I'll tell you what, that number 20 is a tough guy. I go to war with that kid every day. He's a heck of a player. I'm telling you, before the end of the game, you're going to see him throw a pass.
Let's see if we can see who.
See this block here. Oh, you saw him flying out in the pitcher.
That was 21. 21 for the Lakers, Matt Burdish. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 30-yard line.
And there's some hitting going on down there, no doubt about that.
Here's Gray back to throw, throws it deep. He's got Brandon Brown out there.
Throw a little long there. I like to change up the quarterbacks here, and not saying that the starter couldn't get it done for them, and it's a good call by the coach, but sometimes changing a player, might not be the answer to everything. I mean, it seems like they're still going for the deep ball, and it seems like they're sticking to their game plan. They're not going to change their game plan that much, or changing players, and we'll see what happens here. Only time will tell. I mean, you're not down too far behind that. You still can't nitpick. I mean, you're early in the game still, in the third quarter.
You wonder if maybe just the heat took enough out of Sharon that this might just be a way to give him a little bit more rest. It's also the first game of the season, and you want to see what your team can do.
Sure.
Pass out in the flat intended for Brent Workington. Overthrown. Flats on the coverage. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that ball's got to be out there quicker. You're going out in the flat. That ball's got to be there before the receiver's looking for it, and he's waiting on it. He would have threw it in there, and it would have been picked off, no doubt about it. We'll see what happens here, this new quarterback. It seems like he's got a pretty good arm on him. But then again, Mercyhurst, they're tough now. They're going to go with the 3 down linemen again. They know it's a throwing down. They got the 4 linebackers lined up in the pass coverage. And
Gray, couple of fakes, and now throws the screen, and they got it set up to Williamson. Makes a spin, and finally wrapped up by Ike Morrison. Morrison did a great job because that's about the same spot late in the second quarter that he got juked out of his pads by the same player. He did a nice job of wrapping him up there.
Yeah, absolutely. That number 20 is a heck of a player. I'm watching some of the guys on the backside that time, and I don't know if they're losing confidence in themselves or what, but you see some of the receivers on the backside. That kid breaks that on the screen. Their receivers on the backside is a big play there because you got to make the go downfield and make the block on the safety in the backside corners that can stop you from breaking all the way down the field.
Yeah. Reschke back to kick. Palmer is the deep back. Hill the up back.
Almost blocked there by number 9.
Nice deep kick. Palmer driven back to his 15. Looking for a block. Now makes a couple of moves and then wrapped up right at the 15-yard line.
I tell you, they're fast on special teams. Look at the difference in field position from where they punted the ball to where Mercyhurst starts. I mean, they're starting way back there on the 16-yard line. And we'll see what Mercyhurst comes out. I mean, you might see the scoreboard and the offense didn't do well, but hey, that's a big, that's big for the defense now coming out in the field. And, now they're switching some players. They're rolling the number 98 in there. They're bringing back 71, and they're going to rotate some players and try to keep some people fresh. It's hot out there, and we'll see what happens here. See if they stunt some more.
1st and 10 Lakers, ball at their own 16-yard line. McArdle back to throw. The out to Doré did a nice job of coming back for the ball, but also great coverage that time. That's number 4, Sean Black.
Number 4 is having a heck of a game.
He
made a lot of nice plays today, and he is having a heck of a game, and he's making some good breaks on it. He breaks to the ball really, really fast, and that's a sign of a good D-back there.
2nd and 10. 9:11 to play third quarter. 34-13 in favor of Mercyhurst. Now McArdle changing the play.
They're going to audible, and then 71 move back. Now they move back to the inside there. I wouldn't that if they run the ball inside. Here it comes.
Nice
a huge
play.
hole.
Magorian spins all the way out to the 24-yard line.
That quarterback sees that all day. He sees a the linemen line up over the guard. Once that nose guard moves down on top of the center, and he moves over from the guard to the center, and he leaves 2 gaps there. He's leaving the A and the B gap there, and the defensive ends split out over the tackle. You're leaving 2 gaps there free. The quarterback sees it. He'll wave in a split end inside. They're going to run the ball inside all day on him.
Pickup of 7 on the play, 3rd and 3, ball at the 23. And don't be surprised when you see another play like that with Gibson in motion, that they run that little scissors play to the wingback, the inside handoff. Give us to Megorian, gets outside, breaks out over the 30, out to the 33-yard line, pickup of 10 before he's gang tackled. Good hard running by Joe Megorian, and honestly, with Megorian playing as well as he is, that leaves Gibson in even more of one of those flexible positions. He can play wingback, he can be a receiver, can be a carrier. This really adds a lot to the Mercyhurst offense.
Sure, they're bringing in their big defensive lineman now. Number 9, he's back in the game, and 61 over there. And they got to stop that run. It's going to be a long day for them. They can't stop that.
Double wide to either side, and McArdle hits Justin Seaman. Pick up on the play of 17 out to the 49-yard line.
It's a heck of a mix by Mercyhurst. You know, they're going to run the ball down their throat, and then they throw it to them. They're just now they're pouring it on now. Mercyhurst. Here's a replay here on the Meadowbrook replay. It was nice.
Yep, and a nice move after the catch.
Absolutely. And number 10, he's a complete receiver. He catches the ball, and then he makes nice things happen after he catches the ball.
Lakers on the move again. They started at their own 16. McArdle under pressure. Nice throw, better catch by Justin Gibson. Boy, it's only an 8-yard catch, but he did a great job of shielding off the defensive back and just kind of nabbing that ball out of the air.
Let me tell you something. The quarterback stood in there and he delivered it. He took a hit by 2 defensive linemen on that play, and he barely got that one off. But he's a tough guy standing there and taking a punishment like that. You got your arms up, throwing the ball, and you're going to take a shot there to the midsection. You're going to feel it tomorrow, but that's the way to keep the drive alive. 2nd and short.
Yep, 2nd and 2. McArdle under center now. Bailey comes in motion. Inside handoff to Provenzano. Looks to spin. And let's see who that was 46. On the bottom.
46 smashed him. They were looking at that the whole way.
Yep, Ed Youngs from his linebacker position. That'll bring up 3rd, and they actually lost about a half yard, so they need to get just to the 41-yard line. So it's 3rd about 2.5.
This is a big play here for Mercyhurst. I mean, I know they're winning the game, and you come up to the ball on a 3rd down play like that. It's a big play for Mercyhurst. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here.
Still no catches for Ed Bailey since late in the 1st quarter. Blitz coming, good protection, and then good coverage, and that was a sack that was caused by nobody being open downfield. That was as good a coverage as Wayne State's shown all day.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know what, though? I mean, the coverage might have been great, but at the same time, the pass rush was great. And, when you give it away, when you give a pass like that, and I know that there was a back there, but he split out to the flat there. But when you leave an offensive lineman like that, and it's a passing play, it's a passing tendency, you leave them there, and you're playing catch like that, and it makes it hard on the offensive line. But Wayne State's doing a great job on the defensive line and pass rush.
Corzaniti back to kick. They bring a rush. Good high punt. And it bounces.
Nice roll.
Oh, great bounce. Out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
That was a nice kick. And now they pin Wayne State back deep. And
39-yard kick, no return. Anytime you can net 39 on a punt, that's good, solid field position.
Absolutely. And it leaves them back there starting at the 8-yard line. And now we'll see how Mercyhurst defense comes out and plays it. Are you going to play play them tight, play them deep? What are you going to do here?
5:48 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Go ahead.
They're still going with the 2nd-string quarterback here.
Yep.
It looks like they're coming out in double tight. 2 tight ends. They might hunker down and run the ball here.
Yep. Williamson, the lone setback. Straight drop by Gray, throws across the middle. And I'm not sure, but 26 Tony Montini might have got a piece of it.
Yeah,
it looked like enough.
It looked like the ball was tipped there, and he come out and run formation, throw the ball there over the middle, and hopefully open up the middle a little bit more. Bring the linebackers down on the ball, down on the line of scrimmage, and open up the middle a little bit. And it looked like they batted it down. But that receiver, he had nice position on the D-back. That would have been a completion if they didn't get that ball batted down. But they did, and that's all that matters.
Yep. Coach Kazor on the far sideline kind of looks like he's coaching in your old league, the indoor football league. He's about 6-7 yards out on the field. There's a delay to Williamson. Nice cut at the 15. Whew. Gets out to the 20, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, let me tell you got to get the ball in that guy's hands there. I mean, you know, you got playmakers throw it, whatever the case is, but if that's your go-to guy there, number 20, and he makes things happen. You got to get the ball in his hands, and you know, by any means necessary, whatever it be. You know, you throw the ball to him, you run it, whatever the case is, he's got to get the ball, and it looks like he's doing a fairly well job running the ball behind that offensive line.
You got to think later in the season he'll be more effective. He just came out of the lineup. And he's just getting some fluids on the sideline. He needs a bit of a blow. Gray with a drop, and the pass intended for Pierre Brown. Hill on the coverage.
He took a hit there, but you got to fire that ball in. You're running an inside route like that, you got to fire the ball in there. There's no floating the ball out there. And, I don't know what year is this quarterback here, number 8?
Gray is a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's got some time to learn the game, and well, right now, I mean, like, you know, you're in the middle of the season. I mean, I don't know how many people want to learn the game now, but I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing out there. And, you know, maybe it's a miscommunication. Maybe he's just getting his feet wet here. We'll see what happens.
He's from Bell River, Ontario.
Canadian player.
6'5", 200, a pure freshman. Now the delay they give to Reschke, and, boy, the difference between 44 and 20 back there. Reschke makes the cut, and everybody else on the defense cuts with him. When Williamson makes a cut, he's gone.
Yeah, that was a nice play again by the 71 nose guard. He tried to go arm up over there with the swim, and he got caught a little bit, but still stood in there and maintained his ground. And you know, pick up 3 yards. You know what I mean? That's
yeah, nice play by McGahee too, number 8.
Yeah, the linebacker. I tell you, the linebackers move. They're really. I mean, you got some speed at the linebacker position. That's everything. I mean, when you got the D linemen to keep the linemen off of the linebackers and they run around and make the plays, it's all about speed on the defense.
Third down, Gray with a straight drop. Lakers with some pressure, but a throw over the middle. And intended for wideout number 83. That's Roger White.
You got to catch that ball.
You bet you got to catch that one.
You got to catch that. It's in and out of the hands there. And, you know, you're it's 34-13. You got to make that play. I mean, it's early to say it, but that could be a play right there that breaks Wayne State. That could be the end of the game right there. I mean, sure, you know, Mercyhurst, you don't pack it in, you play the rest of the game, but for Wayne State right there, the offense is going over, the heads are going down, the plays aren't being made. You know what I mean? And you hate to throw it on one guy. You know, you don't want to blame any one particular because you're always playing as a team. You know what I mean? But that could be the play there that sinks them.
Reschke, another good kick. Palmer takes it at his 30, gets out to the 40. Tackle on the play by Daniel Stuckey, and Mercyhurst again with good field position. And Rob, I got to think that you're going to see this Mercyhurst first-team offense out here for a while because it is the first game of the season. You've had some success. Now run some repetitions and maybe open up the playbook a little bit more and get a chance in game situations to try out some plays.
Absolutely, you know, and I'd like to see some new players. You know, I mean, you know, there's some good players on this team. I mean, they got a line. I mean, what they got here? 100 guys standing on the sideline. You know what I mean? It's a hot day. Let some people in there touch the ball, get some experience, have some fun.
1st and 10 from the 40. Trips to the right side. McArdle throw across the middle. There's Bailey's first catch of the second half. Good for 9 yards.
I tell you, that Bailey, he's a player. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you know, they're using him conservatively today, but let me tell you something. He gets his hands on the ball. Something good's going to happen, and there's no doubt about that.
It's amazing that when he first came here, he and Kissel had one of those kindred spirit-type relationships between quarterback and receiver. But he was about as acrobatic a receiver as you would see on the Division II level. Now he's turned into a really good all-round receiver. Can still make the acrobatic catch, still has the speed. As Megorian gets knocked down, 27, Sal Warner on the play. But Bailey has also become a possession guy, and as you mentioned, a go-to guy for Mercyhurst.
Sure, you know, and when they bring the heat over top with Bailey, it seems like they're going at number 10, number 3, and you know, they got a wide variety. They put 43 out there in the pass routes too, and You know, they got a lot of weapons, it seems like, Mercyhurst. And they got a quick, and the quarterback, I tell you, gets the ball to him quick and lets him make the catch and make the play after make the play develop after they catch the ball. You know, they'll throw the ball short and then they expect big things to happen after they catch the ball, which you see Mercyhurst is doing.
Yep.
And it seems to be working for them very well, and the coach is smart about it.
Pass intended for Guffey, incomplete. So with 2:58 to play, the Lakers will kick it away.
Yeah, their receivers, I tell you, for Mercyhurst are running free all over the place. You figure, I'm not the coach here, but I'd bring the D-backs up tight on top of receivers and play a bump and run or something, and really be physical. You know, it's tough with the speed sometimes. I understand, but
of course, Zaniti hangs another one up, and it's going to be deep. Fair catch called for by White.
Whoa.
Oh, did he touch it?
I don't know. It's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds anyway on the 2-yard line, even if he didn't. That's a muff of the highest order.
You're not kidding. Yeah. That's something you get yelled at a little bit when you go back to the sidelines.
Take a look on the Meadowbrook replay. I'd say he lost it in the sun, and there isn't any sun out right now, but he may have. He may have just found a bright spot in the sky and lost the ball.
I tell you, it was good coverage, but he might have been invading his space a little bit too much. I don't know there, but anyway, they got the ball on the 2, and that's all that matters right now. It's going to be tough to come at her. We'll see how they handle it. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'd stick 20 in there and run the ball. You know, I mean, sure, you're down by so many points, whatever it is, third quarter, but hey, that's the guy to go to. I mean, number 20 is the guy. I mean, if the passing game ain't working, you're in the third quarter, run the ball. Now make the offensive line, hunker down. It seems like they can run the ball well on Mercyhurst, and they're just not doing it. And I'm not the coach, and I'm not here to make any decisions, but I tell you, it's just they can run the ball.
They've had the most success when the ball's in number 20's hand. So
right now he's in motion here. He's going out.
Gray pass across the middle and intended for 88. That's Tim Steele. Casey Williams on the coverage.
Steele, I tell you, he might have been interfered with a little bit.
No, it's against Wayne State.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, but it's when he come across, he had his arm all over him. But so what? I mean, that's the game. You know, it's nice when you see I like when the refs let the game go on and be played. You know, and whatever the case is, and it's not basketball. You know, you're playing out there. You're playing smash mouth football, and it's nice when the referees let them go at it. You know.
Although in this league, some of the basketball games get to be this physical too.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, ball of the 2-yard line. We got Steele and Derek Thomas split wide to the left side. Pierre Brown wide right. Well, Brown makes a nice cut, and they try and throw it inside, and he made a great adjustment in that pattern. It wasn't the best thrown ball in the world.
No, I tell you, they definitely have great receivers on this Wayne State team, and you know, as long as the quarterback find a way to get it to them, I think they're going to be okay. But as you can see, that's a big player. I mean, they picked up almost 30 yards on one play, and like I said, they're a big play team, and it's like you're gambling. You know, it's like you're at the casino here, and you're pulling it. When you're going to hit or you're going to hit, you don't know what's next. They definitely don't chip away. I'll tell you that.
Yep. First and 10 out at the 25-yard line. Greg!
Oh! Woo!
What a play by Ike Morrison.
Man, what a stunt. The linebacker stunted to the inside there. Both of them come from the outside to the inside. There's a confusion on the offensive line of who to pick up, and maybe they sent. Oh, let me tell you, see the replay here. They come, you can't really see, but they come on the inside. Linebackers lined up on the outside. They blitzed on the inside. You can see number 35. Oh. Decleated him. Decleated him.
Yep.
Feet off the ground. You like to see stuff like that. Defensive player.
Last night I was working with a defensive back who was talking all about the pass coverages. Now we get our first decleating of the season working with the linemen. Gray pass across. Oh, what a hit.
Oh, he got crushed.
Garrett Patty put the wood and then some to Derek Thomas.
It's going to be a long time before you see number 30 coming over the middle again with their arms out like that.
Let's take a look at the Meadowbrook Gary replay.
What a hit. This is stuff that you love to see. This is your dream. Your safety. You have a guy come across the middle. You know he's not looking at you. His head's turned for the ball, and he gets crushed right here. Boom! The head goes back, and Oh, that's a beautiful hit right there. It looked better than that in full speed. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, the best part about that is you got just as excited on the replay as you did when it happened.
I'm ready to jump out the window. Football is such a great sport. It's the greatest game in the world as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the excitement and I just love it. You know what I mean? You light somebody up like that. Like I said, you know, we had an award. We used to give awards where I came from the coal region playing football, and they used to give awards. We had an award called the Hammer Award, and that went for the biggest hit of the game. They give a sledgehammer up for the player to have for the week. Here it is
at regular speed.
Oh! All you see was his head just get jolted backwards, and that's surprised we didn't see a helmet come flying off like in the Auburn game the other night. All you saw was a helmet flying.
Let me guess, you liked that play when the helmet came? Oh,
yeah. When the helmet comes off, that's a good play.
3rd and 11. There's Gray, throws out to the tight end, 85. Nothing doing there. Great job by Steve Hill. The pass completed to Chad Finkbeiner. Hill just laid a little bit of his hat on him. Pick up a 4, but
that's a big series for Mercyhurst right there. He had some big hits. Defense is fired up. Let me tell you a little secret here. The offense is off the bench watching the defense. Offense getting fired up by the defensive play. You're going to see a big series next by the offensive team here. You watch. They're going to come off the field. They're smiling out there. They're having a good time. That's what it's all about.
Reschke's kick, fair caught by Hill at the 41.
Oh, I call it fair.
Great field position again.
Yeah. That's twice he called a fair catch when he had room to run, but he's having a great game.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's the up man catching the ball. He's not the deep return man, so I guess that must be his job, just to catch it.
So the Lakers take over. 1:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 34-13. Mercyhurst on top. Looking for more. Provenzano is the lone setback behind McArdle, and we saw him during that last defensive series doing some stretching on the sidelines. Cramping might start to play a little bit more of a situation here in this game. Great play fake by McArdle. And now he throws deep. And the pass is intercepted. Let's see who that is.
He threw in double coverage there. He was throwing
21, Jamie Carpenter. Pass was intended for Brad Thompson.
Yeah, he was throwing in a double coverage there, and it was just a bad read. And,
take a look at the Meadowbrook replay.
You know, quarterback can come out good and like that, and he's rolling out, and he's on a run. And that's the receiver he sees, and he throws in the double coverage down there, and they just see there, and they just picked it off. And hey, you know what? Though you put the defense back on the field. Now we'll see who's see if the defense is tired, and we'll see what happens. They come off a big series, and Mercyhurst come out gunning. I don't blame the coach. Hey, go for the throw, and that's what he did, and it didn't work out, but you come back out here now.
Sharon's back in, and now
intercepted. Pick it up.
Number 7, Casey Williams. Sharon was back in, and
the defense is fired up out there.
Through the pick.
The defense is fired up. Now the offense comes back on the field now. Huge play there. Now you see people. Now you see, Wayne State walking around, and they know that they're, what I mean, that there's just, the 3rd quarter's winding down now. They're walking around. It seems like Mercyhurst dropping the hammer here. And if I was a coach, I'd be going for the throat here too. You don't see a lot of confidence over there on that other side of the football, but we'll see.
Yeah, great cut on the ball that time by Williams. So 1st and 10, Lakers at the 25 of Wayne State. McArdle, deep throw. Oh, great job by Bailey to stretch out and really go full bore after that one.
Oh, he's hurt. He blew a ham. I hope he didn't blow a hamstring. He hurt himself on that play. I don't know. He's reaching for his hamstring. I don't think that's a cramp either. He's coming off the sides here. He's coming off the sideline. And, he might have twinged it a little bit. He might have twinged it up a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Stretching.
It may be a cramp. May just be a cramp.
Well, whatever the case is, I really don't think they need him in at this point of the game. I mean, sure, the game isn't over, but that's a big play guy right there, and you want him around for the rest of the year, and you don't want to fool around with something like that.
Inside handoff to Provenzano. Gets 3 on the play, down to the 22. Tackle made by 99 Homerich.
Provenzano, he's a tough kid. I like that kid. I played against a kid in high school, Jimmy Pizzano, a tough kid like that, and run hard and he'd get up, pat you on the butt, and he'd run hard again. He went up to UMass, didn't get much playing time, but I tell you, you see a little guy like that making big plays, and excited for him. He might have been able to go to a bigger school. He chose to come here and play football, and he's getting a lot of action. He's doing well, and I like to see that. He made a lot of big special teams plays.
Third down. Here's McArdle throwing that corner route again, and ball hit the ground. And I think if we have it on replay, we'll see. That's a great call.
That was a good call by the referee that time. But throwing into 3 deep coverage, I mean, there was 3 D-backs around there, and it's not the best thrown ball, and he's rolling out like that. It seems like when here you go.
Yeah, watch for the little push by Duray too. So. Just missed it. Yeah. The Mercyhurst will take a timeout. A minute or 1.9 seconds left in the third quarter. They lead 34-13. It's 4th and 10. The ball on the Wayne State 23-yard line, and they're just figuring out whether they're going to go for it or, well, actually, I think they are going to go for it. They're just trying to figure out what play to run.
Sure. Mercyhurst now looks like they're opening up the offense. And like you said before, find some, they're going for the jugular here. There's no question about it. And, they're going for, you didn't see this out of them all game. They're going for the big play. It sort of looks like a Wayne State type of offense now. And they're going with the deep ball. And, hey, sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't. It's a gamble all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them. They're ahead enough to go for the kill here. And, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But you got to watch, you know what I mean? He'll go. You don't let Wayne State back in the game here. And they're not down by all that much to come back here in the fourth quarter, but you still, now you see number 1 coming back into the game here.
Must have just been a cramp because Bailey is back in.
Well, I'll tell you, Bailey, you better hope it was a cramp because he twinged himself. I don't like being out in the field as a player if I can't give 100%.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I suck it up and you played. But I hope he's okay.
Hurst is going for it. 4th and 8. Ball on the 23. McArdle straight drop. Here comes the blitz. He steps up and throws. Bailey with a great.
Oh, a late hit. Where's the flag?
Bailey with the catch at the 11.
Well, that straightens the thing up there if he's hurt or not because he made a heck of a cut. The defender there, if they showed a replay, yeah. If you see the cut that he makes here, he's just tremendous route that he runs, and the defender's not even.
Yep.
He just gets fooled the whole way, and then he gets blasted here on the sideline, which is just, frustration by the defense maybe. And
that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Mercyhurst 34, Wayne State 13. Back with the final quarter. GLIAC football action live here on the Image Sports Network. Stay with us, won't you?
At Mercyhurst Northeast, you'll shape your future with a rewarding, career-oriented education. Mercyhurst Northeast offers 2-year associate degrees and 1-year certificates. Enjoy the affordability of a specialty school and the expertise of higher education professionals within a collegiate campus atmosphere.
Don't miss out on a great opportunity. Call Mercyhurst Northeast today. Come join us!
Back live at Tulio Field along with Doug Davis and Rob Johnson. I'm Steve Bowen. One more quarter to play here in this season opener between Mercyhurst College and Wayne State University. 34-13 in favor of the Lakers, and they're looking for more. That was a great 4th down pitch and catch. McArdle to Bailey, and they picked up an extra 5.5 on the penalty.
Yeah, you can see the frustration sitting on the defense, and I'll tell you, it answers any questions about number 1's health. I'll tell you that. He just he come out and exploded with a great route there, and Bailey, he's a heck of a player.
Yep.
He really is, and beware of the rest of the receivers out there, though.
So 1st and goal as the ball's on the 6, and good job by McArdle. You can tell what a heady player he is because they were going to mark it at the 10 or at the 11 where Bailey stepped out, and McArdle walked up and said, "Excuse me, sir, we do get half the distance on the whack our guy took."
Absolutely. I tell you what, Mercyhurst is lucky starting this kid young, and there's going to be some big things in the future for this kid. No doubt about that.
Straight drop out of the shotgun. Corner route for Curry. Good job.
Great position by the D-back there, number 6. He had great position on number 3 there. And even if number 3 come back to the ball, it didn't matter anyway. Right. He had great position on him, and there's no way he's going to make that catch. It's just, here comes number 32 into the game. Let's see if he gets to carry a little bit here. I'm excited about this kid. The one touch that he had this game, he had a heck of a run.
Was the best 8-yard run you're going to see.
Yeah,
McArdle under center. That's a pretty good sign that they're probably going to give it, and they do on the pitch to Joseph.
What a speed he's got turning the corner. Oh!
Cuts it up inside, but still moving. It takes 4 guys to knock him down, leading the way 21, Jamie Carpenter.
Yeah, it takes a couple guys. I would have kept running. He had great speed to the outside. I don't know why they keep running to the outside, but I'm not down there running the ball, so. But I'll tell you, he's big back, and they ain't going to bring him down with 1 or 2 guys. It looks like they're going to take a couple guys and wrap him up.
3rd and goal for the Lakers. Pickup of 1 on the last play. Ball actually officially at the 4, just inside the 5, so officially it's a pickup of 2 also.
For a big kid, that kid's got some speed. You're going to see some more of him as the season goes on, I think.
Yep. McArdle under center, double wide to either side. Now here's Bailey in motion. Nice play fake by McArdle. Stops, throws the ball up. He got whacked down pretty good.
He got crushed.
There's big 54, Joe Spuler. And that's actually the first time we've mentioned his name since the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had a big first half, and he come out the second half, you didn't hear much from him, and there's a big play there, and I guess the blitz was on that time, and threw it away.
So Rapucci comes in to attempt the extra point. Farrison in to hold.
It's a 3-point play here. This is for the field goal. He's coming in.
14:03 to play. Snap, hold, kick is good. And Rapucci makes up for the missed extra point on the last touchdown. Makes it 37-13. 13:59 to play. Opening round GLIAC action. And all right here on the Image Sports Network.
Tender, juicy, great flavor, and exceptional value. That's what you'll find in every Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham. And Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is good for you because it's 98% fat-free. Perfect for a lower fat, lower sodium diet. Smith's Sugar Maple Smoked Ham is great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And of course, freshness is guaranteed because Smith's is family-owned and locally operated in Erie since 1927. Slice the way you like it in your favorite deli. Insist on Smith's because good taste never goes out of style.
Back with Rob Johnson and Doug Davis, I'm Steve Bowen here at Tulio Field. Quick reminder for you soccer fans, the Image Sports Network has some soccer broadcasts coming up. The first one will be the 10th of September as Gannon men's team takes on Alderson Broadus. Then a week from this afternoon, we'll be up at Penn State Erie, the Barron College, for a men's-women's doubleheader against Bethany College. And on October 4th, that's a Wednesday afternoon, big local matchup on the women's soccer schedule, Gannon and Mercyhurst.
I tell you, women's sports these days are getting big, aren't they? Huh?
Absolutely. Here's Rapucci's kick. High but relatively short. Williamson gets it at the 5, short for Rapucci anyway, and Williamson gets wrapped up at about the 14, pulls his way ahead for another 2 or 3. Down on the bottom of that pile for the Lakers, 24, Rob Keefe.
I tell you, that wasn't good. You see a lot of people standing around now with gold helmets on. You see them making a play, and you see number 9, and you see 43 from the other side of the ball, standing around watching things happen, and that's not getting the job done out there. And you see, it ain't going to work like that. If you're going to be a team, you got to play as a team, and you can't expect one person to do everything. And you got to be out there making plays just like the next guy. I mean, even if your job you feel it's not as important, you're only as strong as your weakest link out there. And everybody's got to play.
Give is to Williamson. Oh, makes a great cut in the backfield. Gets tripped up out of bounds by number 42 for Mercyhurst. And that's Chris Victor.
I tell you, I'm not the coach over there, but the ball would have been in that guy's hands a lot more this game. I had anything to say about it. I mean, he's a playmaker, and there's no doubt about that. He's just got athletic ability that's ridiculous.
Pickup of 7 on the play out to the 24, 2nd and 3. Unfortunately, he went out of bounds. Unfortunate only for us because it stops the clock.
Yeah, but
feels like we've been here for a while.
We got the starting quarterback back in now, number 15. Maybe he settled down a little bit, taking a reverse.
The reverse. Lakers did a nice job of stringing it out, but then just a nice little juke with the shoulders allowed. That's number 30, Derek Thomas. Allowed him to kind of get outside and then cut it up real quick.
Yeah, quarterback run out there. Didn't seem like he wanted to block too much, but that was a nice play. You know, you go for plays like that, and you know, misdirection plays and throw some people off. It worked that time for him to move the chains down the field. Now I don't understand why Wayne State didn't do this earlier. You know, misdirection, short, quick pass. You know, and run plays like this. It's working for them now.
1st and 10, ball on their own 31. Sharon,
nice play.
Great cut on the ball by Casey Williams. Pass intended for Brandon Brown.
That was a nice play. He threw the out there and he threw the ball a little bit late. The receiver made the cut already, and that ball's got to be thrown before the receiver goes into his route, into the cut. And he threw the ball a little late. And that was just a great play by number 7 there. He made a great break on the ball and made a big play there.
On the incompletion, 2nd and 10. 37-13 Mercyhurst, 13-13 to play here in the 4th quarter. Sharon back to throw, looking to throw deep. And again, it
wasn't we're not seeing a lot of, I'm not seeing a lot of deep balls thrown well right now.
No.
It must be hot down there, and the ball might be wet, and they can't get a good grip on the ball. And not, you know, even with the quarterback, even with quarterback
Sharon.
Yeah, both of them. You know, they're not McArnold or the Wayne State quarterbacks are throwing the deep ball well right now.
3rd and 10, straight drop. Try to throw a little screen. Nice catch by Williamson. Gets a block outside, and he's got first downs.
Hey, you know, that kid makes plays happen after he gets his hands on the ball. Bottom line, you got to get the ball in that kid's hands. You know, you might got 11 guys out there, but he's the one that's got to have the ball, you know, and that's it. You know, let everybody else do the work and give him the ball. And, you know, if you want to get back in this game here, they're doing the right thing. They should have just done it a little bit earlier here, you know. I don't mean to seem like a coach or anything, you know, because
what the heck?
I'm far from that, but you can just see how well it's working against it. And Mercyhurst is tired. You know, kids are sucking wind, and they're making the defense run. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, the defense is going to have to run now. You know, they're going to have to run to the ball. They're going to have to make plays. They're going to get tired. They're going to wear them down. But hey, it's the 4th quarter already. You know what I'm saying?
They're also making the chain gang run as they come out for a measurement. The ball was spotted at the 40-yard line, and they need to get to the 41. That to me looks like pretty much a no-brainer, Rob. That's about 2 lengths of the football. That's close to a yard. Tim Steele made a nice block that time, 88, and I thought that was enough to spring Williamson. But
but you know, they're not playing on their home turf here, and the referees. You know, they're tough on the opposing teams. I don't care where you play, and it's just, you know, maybe they didn't get as good a spot as they should have gotten, and they're on the Mercyhurst side of the field, and you know what I mean? Everybody's pointing to where he come out of bounds. Now we'll see what they do here. I'd run it right over the center. I mean, they got big 71 in there and 20 in the backfield. We'll see what happens here.
4th and 1, actually 4th and about a half yard. Sharon gives off to Williamson.
He's got it.
Yeah, he didn't get much, but he got enough because he didn't need much.
He just turned sideways, got himself right the little space that there was. Big number 71 on the tackle again. I wonder what that's like. That's a suffocating feeling when you're on the bottom of the pile like that. I know you go for a fumble a couple times. You got a couple 300-pounders, jumping on you. It's I take the wind out of you. You see he's sucking it up out there. You know, he's got a limp, and he's doing he had a heck of a game today, number 71.
I would think that would be a suffocating feeling, even being in the same room with Charles Brown. 6'1", 320, but you're right. He's done a nice job, rolled his ankle in the first half, and has come back and really done a great job to solidify that defense. Nice play fake by Sharon. Throws the deep ball intended for 26. and broken up by Casey Williams.
Just a little bit underthrown there. The receiver had good possession that time on the D-back, and just a little underthrown there. Not much of a pass rush coming out from Mercyhurst. They're dropping most of their guys in pass coverage. But he's having all day to throw a deep ball like that, but he just seemed like he just can't complete it on it.
Yeah.
You know, he's getting the time to throw the ball. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of deep balls thrown well here today at all.
Pass intended for Derek Ginyard.
Yeah, boo-boo.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Sharon, nice job of looking the defense away and then hitting Brandon Brown.
You don't see a pass rush at all. You can tell Mercyhurst is tired. This is where I'd be, you know, rotating some guys in and out, you know, on the defensive front here. And, you know, they're going to start throwing the ball here. I know there's guys in pass coverage, but hey, those linebackers just been running around chasing everybody down.
Yep.
Now they're tired. Rotate some guys in there. Now, you know, Wayne State's moving the ball here. Clock's running.
Yeah, across the front in there now is Brian Palazzi, redshirt freshman, number 58. First down on the completion to Brandon Brown.
Blitz.
Play fake by Sharon.
Oh,
nice throw, nice catch.
Down to the 4-yard line. That's a heck of a play there. They brought the backers. The D-line's tired, and he got the ball off the deep ball. Big play there. Nice play by number 35 on the tackle there. You know, not to let him into the end zone. But now, you know, here comes a replay here. You see the D-line's tired. You're blitzing. You're leaving, you know, the D-backs one-on-one. Beautiful pass. Nice catch. Brought him down from behind there. If I was Mercyhurst here, I mean, if it mattered or not, I'd call a timeout. Give your guys some time to get some wind, regroup a little bit. You know, don't just give it away.
Houston Julian, the tight end, the receiver on that. Pitch to Williamson. Still keeps his feet moving. Gets down to about the 2-yard line.
He's a bouncy type of runner. He'll bounce off you and hop and jump, and you know, he's like, you know, you gotta really wrap that kid up. He's a heck of a player.
Tackle made by Chris Victor, sophomore linebacker from Garfield Heights, Ohio.
Well, I hate that as a D lineman. You make a big play, running a damn 40 yards down the field to get to the ball is like, you know, that's, you know, work in itself.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta be tired down there right now. 2nd
and goal. Sharon to throw. Zips it, intended for Brandon Brown.
Position number 11 there.
Steve Hill on the coverage.
Good position. He's having a great game. I tell you, if there's any D-back here, he's having a heck of a game today, number 11. He really is. They all are having a good. The whole defense. Mercyhurst defense played well together as a unit today, you know, and they really did. They swarmed to the ball. The D-line did their job, and linebackers ran well. The D-backs had great position. They have a real good group of guys here on defense here for Mercyhurst.
3rd and goal. Sharon now corner route. Catch, touchdown by Pierre Brown.
That was a nice catch there. 24. He made a nice play on the ball, and it just, you know, like you win some, you will lose some. You know, he didn't do anything wrong there. He just went for the ball, and you know, he caught the touchdown. That was a nice drive there by, you know, Wayne State. You know, they ran the ball and they threw it, and another big play. You know, and they got it down there. Defense is tired running around. They made the defense run around, tired them out. Look at them. Got hands on hips, people bending over, sucking for wind.
Me too.
You know, and it's a lot easier for us up here to be down there in the heat playing.
True. So that makes it 37-19, 10:51 to play. They'll go for 2. Sharon with a straight give to Williamson, and Williamson goes in, so that makes it 37-21.
A little fire over there on the Wayne State side, and we'll see how the defense comes in and plays it up.
10:51 to play as we take a look at the Conway and O'Malley scoreboard. Mercyhurst 37, Wayne State 21. GLIAC football action here on the Image Sports Network.
We're celebrating our 54th anniversary here at Humes Chrysler Plymouth Dodge and Jeep in Waterford. We now have grown into the largest 5-star dealer in the entire tri-state area. 5-star is better, and we've been proving it for over 54 years. With a high-tech, state-of-the-art service, parts, and body shop facility, over 500 vehicles to choose from, and all volume price to sell now, make Humes your obvious choice. We're proud that NFL superstar Brian Milne comes to Humes to buy his vehicle.
My family and I depend on Humes for all our automotive needs.
Back live at Tulio Field along with the Erie Invaders defensive lineman Rob Johnson and Doug Davis. I'm Steve Bowen. 37-21 Mercyhurst. They'll receive the kickoff. 84 yards in 12 plays. Wow. 3-yard touchdown pass from Sharon to Pierre Brown. Don't know if it's too little, too late, Rob, but that was a nice drive.
Yeah, it was. You saw they went nitpicked a little bit. They went for a short pass and they ran the ball there well, and it opened up the big play to the tight end there. Here we go.
Yep.
Number 32.
High kick.
Nice
Made a
move.
nice cut. Another one. Gets out to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to be a player, that kid.
Tackle on the play by number 41. That's Dave Taddy.
I was
going to say, with the advancement in technology, when they keep what's called the play-by-play so that everybody can recount accurately how this game went, they now do it on computers. With all the pass plays in this game, I don't know if the computer has a big enough hard drive to cover all this stuff. They've got to be nearing 200 plays because they had 90 in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when they go back down and break down film in this game, the computer is going to be spitting out tendencies like crazy. Yeah, they like to throw the ball, both teams.
1st and 10 for the Lakers. Give is to Provenzano. Nice cut at the 35. That bounces forward to the 43-yard line.
He's a player, that kid.
Yep. Tackle made by 21, Jamie Carpenter.
He's explosive. That was a heck of a hole there by the offensive line. Let me tell you, he might be a heck of a player, but that offensive line's opening up some big holes. Running over the right side, 62-64. That's their big lineman over there, and they're doing a heck of a job over there, and they're reading the defense well. And I don't know what's going on over there for Wayne State. They take the big guys out, and Mercyhurst seems like they're running the ball all over the place.
Yep. Clock moving, 10:18 to play. McArdle under center. Here's Gibson, and they give the handoff to him. It looked like a scissors cut, but now he takes it outside. Nice run, but a flag on the back end of it.
Ooh.
And it looks like it'll be holding, and Mac McArdle says it's on him.
Quarterback. That's nice to see. We had when I played college ball, we had a quarterback that liked to block a lot.
Come on, Legs.
Coach didn't like it too much. But, yeah, there's a couple of times we'd run the option, and he'd be out there, be the lead blocker, and Coach would yell and carry on. But, it's nice to see when everybody gets involved, and you can tell that McArdle's a team player out there. And, he wants to win just as bad as the next guy does. And, he's going to do everything he has to do. And you know what, though? You want to play for a kid like that. There's a sophomore out there landing on the line, holding or not, whatever. So what? You know what I mean? He's laying on the line out there, and that's somebody you want to play with. You know what I mean? You go to war with that kid, and you like playing with people like that.
Yep. Ball all the way back to the 29-yard line. That brings up 1st and 24. Mercyhurst with trips to the right side and double wideouts on the left. Think it's going to be a pass?
Yeah.
Up and movement on the line, so it'll be 1st and 29.
False start, but I tell you, they're doing a good job up there. They always say offensive linemen don't get no credit unless they get a penalty on them. But say, well, I never do. I tell you, some guy we didn't mention today was number 59, the center. And let me tell you something. Through my experience, I played a lot of different positions, almost everyone on both sides of the ball, as far as line goes, offense and defensively. Played a little fullback, but there's no question, and I don't care, who wants to argue it, that the center is definitely the position on either side of the ball on the line. That is the toughest position on the field as far as lineman goes, and he's doing a good job out there today, too.
Senior Eric Schmitz comes from pretty good stock, Cleveland St. Ed's, North Olmsted, Ohio. 1st and 29, McArdle looking to throw and does across the middle. He's got Justin Seaman out over midfield into Warrior territory, and depending on where they mark it, boy, he's awfully close.
Yeah, he is. I think he got a bad spot on that play.
I think you're right.
But hey, there you are. Now you're on the other side of the field. The referees are over there. The coaches are hooting and hollering where he fell. And now Wayne State gets the break.
Yeah.
They're gonna at least measure it. We'll see what happens there. But I think he's short.
When you have 1st and 29, you think to yourself, well, do we have a play drawn up for this? We have a 29-yard play in our playbook, and lo and behold, you come up with one that looks like it's about 28 and a half.
Yeah, that's tough on the defense too. You're hunkering down, and then they break a big play, but they didn't get it. Now, this is going to be a big decision here, and it's going to be, well, it's not really a big decision here, but
it's second down.
Right, it's going to be a third down coming up, but here's a big play by the defense. You know what I mean? And, they stop and they punt the ball away, and you go play offense, but the defense got to come up here. And that's the bottom line. The defense don't come up with this play, the game could be over right here. No doubt about it. I mean, there's 9:49 left on the clock, but if the defense don't come up with the play, it could be over here.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be surprised to see that little delay handoff to Megorian, who's in the lineup.
I thought it was third down.
Nope, just second.
Second down? Well, I don't know. The defense got to come up with a couple plays. And it looks like they're going to run the ball here. Looks like quarterback sneak.
And that's going to be a false start against the offense.
I think a defensive guy touched one of the offensive guys.
Oh, did he?
I'm not sure what they're going to call because the offense didn't move, but it's going to be on Mercyhurst, you can tell. But the players' reactions out there. But it looked like they was trying to call him off with his cadence.
Yeah, McArdle with the hesitation count, and we saw movement on the Warriors front line, but you can do that. And then just before the snap, there was a Mercyhurst player that moved. Seaman coming back and kind of shaking his head toward the referee, but that looked like a pretty good call, Rob.
Yeah, it was. I thought maybe a defensive player touched one of the offensive players, but I mean, a hard count, that's great. It goes in both ways, but you know what I mean? If you have discipline, it's great for the offense, but if you don't have discipline, that hard count can throw the offensive guy off too. And I mean, quarterbacks, that's a big asset. I tell you, this kid's showing a lot of different things that are positives, this quarterback here. A lot of potential, lots.
Bailey in motion, setting up trips to the right. McArdle under some pressure. He'll just take off and
slides short of the first down, though.
Yep. So that'll bring up, now it's third down. Now this is the big play for the defense.
And they got a break there at the penalty. And so what happened was they were trying second down, trying to draw them off the cadence. They get the first down and break their back, but it didn't work. Now they're in a third down position.
3rd and 3.
I bet he's going to go with a hard count again. But they got the horses in there this time. They got number 90 and then 99's in there and 61. We're going to bring a linebacker. We'll see what happens here. It looks like it's going to... Ooh, high snap.
Yeah, McArdle, though, does a nice job of bringing it in and
first down.
And hitting Seaman.
They've been hitting them all day.
Yep.
They've been hitting them short out patterns all day, and Wayne State, is not stopping it. They seem like they're worried about the deep threat, and they're just picking them apart all day on the sidelines. And that all goes back to the coach, and it's great play calling, great study of film.
Yep.
And coach knows what they're doing, and he's doing a really fine job of calling this game.
And also to do it in a game situation, you can put that one away for later use in the season. When you need 2 or 3 yards, you know that Seaman can run the route and McArdle can throw it.
Absolutely.
Inside delay to Megorian, still on his feet inside the 40, gets a block by Seaman down to the 32-yard line.
Seaman did a nice job blocking there. It's nice when you see receivers that can catch and then they turn around and run, but that was a nice piece of running by 33, and it was a nice block by Seaman and receiver too.
Ed Young's on the tackle, also 27. Sal Warner.
Once again, that big offensive line opened up a big hole again, and they just look like a well-rounded football team. And they really look well. They really look good. Excuse me. And I'll tell you what, they're definitely not worthy of a 10 ranking. Out of 11 teams, that's going to change real quick. And I think Mercyhurst come out a little upset about that. Today they had something to prove, and I'm pretty sure they proved it. But then again, and the critics can come back and say, hey, this is an 0-11 team.
Yeah.
That
this is the number 11 team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, maybe Mercyhurst still does have something to prove, but they look awful good today. But if it does prove anything, they got some confidence. They got some confidence out of today, and they know they're going to go into next week's game, knowing that they're going to have to play tough, but they knowing that they can get it done. Knowing that we have different weapons and different things working for us today, and build off of that and keep going.
Well, one of the things that you brought up is that a big deal. It's against the number 11 team, but if you're ranked number 10, I mean, if you're rated 10th in the league, well, guess what? You at least have to beat number 11 just on style points, and it gives them a great building block for the rest of the season.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when the players believe, it makes a difference. You know, you're not doubting yourself. You know things are going to work. You know, you just got to sit back there and make them happen. And great day, you know, for the quarterback here at Mercyhurst. I mean, just terrific, you know, terrific day for him. And you know, he just showed what he had. He settled down there, and I think that Mac McArdle, he proved to not only the fans but his teammates that he could play. And
timeout on the field, 8:30 to play, 37-21 Mercyhurst. We'll be back in just a moment here on The Image.
Some of the hardest hitting action in the ECL this Friday night when Northwestern takes on Northeast. Saturday, you can see some of the best junior hockey talent in the world when the Molson Hockey Tournament rolls into the Erie Civic Center. And Sunday, be sure to catch all the soccer action when the Gannon Golden Knights take on Alderson Broavis. Nobody offers more live local sports than Image Sports Network.
Back live at Tullio Field, Rob was talking about gives them a stepping stone for next week. Speaking of next week, perhaps the longest week of the football season for the Lakers as they travel up to Houghton, Michigan to take on the Huskies of Michigan Tech. 1st and 10 for the Lakers. Ball on the Wayne State 32, McArdle. Here's Joseph. Makes a nice cut, flag on the play, pickup of 7. But that one looks like it'll come back.
Yeah, that kid looks like he's going to be a player. I don't know if it's me or what, but he seems to be getting flags every time he gets in there. I don't know what's going on. It's not on him, of course, but maybe shaking up a little bit on the play there. And number 33 checking back in.
Yeah, the rest of the Mercyhurst schedule after Michigan Tech, a big local rivalry. Saturday, September 16th at Edinburgh before coming back here. Key GLIAC game taking on Northwood. Traveling to Indianapolis September 30th, Saginaw Valley State here on October 7th, and also not only here at Tullio Stadium, but here on the Image Sports Network. October 14th at Ferris State, Grand Valley here, October 21st, also carried on Image. 2 straight road games at Hillsdale, at Findlay, and close it out, as does our football schedule, November 11th against Ashland. So, difficult schedule in one of the tougher, maybe the toughest Division II football league in the country. But the Lakers, based on today's performance, I think have a lot to build on. McArdle throws across the middle, intended for Curry. Broken up by Warner, and he looked like he had a pick right in his breadbasket.
Yeah, he did. You got to come up with plays like that. And you get frustrated as a staff and as a team when you miss plays like that. I mean, I remember in the first half, you know, the one receiver dropped that one over the middle. He could have broken for a touchdown. And Wayne State, they got good things going on over there. Just, you know, they can't seem to make the big plays happen when they need to be made.
Here's that wacky 5 wideout formation again. And McArdle on the quarterback draw. Oh, gets a nice block downfield. What was that? 59 for the Lakers.
He was wasting no time at all there.
Schmitz, yeah, the center.
He saw him coming and he took off. He saw a gap, and I don't know if that was a planned play or not, but he definitely wasted no time on that.
You show it on the Meadowbrook Dairy replay. Yeah, that's a 3-step drop, and part of the third step was forward.
Yeah, you know, you live by the rush and you die by the rush. And that time, Wayne State died by the rush.
So a pickup of 15 on the play brings up 3rd and 10.
There they come again.
McArdle, straight drop.
Nice
looking
protection.
to throw. Great protection.
Rolling out.
And he lets the ball fly and gets whacked down by Warner.
Yeah, that's a Warner shaking up there a little bit, but I mean that's not just a sign of a tough quarterback, but you know you have to get a little smart too. You want to last for the rest of the season. Don't take them hits. You know it's late in the game. You know, you want the clock to keep running, stay in bounds, slide, do whatever you have to do. Try not to take them hits. I mean, unnecessary hits like that, that's when you get hurt. And, you know, I know he's a tough kid, and, you know, to put his head down and run. Don't take the hits.
Speaking of wanting to keep the clock running, I think everyone in the stadium wants to keep the clock running.
Yeah, everybody's thinking air condition.
4th and 11. And the Lakers will go for it. Too short to punt, too long for a field goal.
Comes a blitz. Heat's on.
McArdle, nice look off.
Nice read.
And Provenzano down the far sideline.
Nice read.
Warner on the tackle, but that's enough for a first down. Pick up a 13 on the play.
That's a shot that broke the camel's back right there. And,
let's take a look on the Meadowbrook replay.
Yeah, you see 27 playing deep off in the flat, real deep on the left side. You see the swing pass coming out around, and he got downfield quite a ways before he threw that ball. Usually see that ball thrown right away, maybe 1 or 2 yards. He threw that ball a good 10 yards downfield, and that was blown coverage on my.
Yeah, also a great look off by McArdle.
Absolutely, he wasn't looking at him. Absolutely, he wasn't looking at him at all, and he turned. He knew that was his. He knew that was his hot receiver, and he had to go to him. He would be there, and that's what he did. He turned off at the end and made a great play.
McArdle on the drop. Ball knocked down. Big number 71 got a paw up there for the Warriors. Charles Brown. No, I'm sorry. That's 71 for Mercyhurst. I was going to say how odd that Wayne State also has a number 71 named Charles Brown.
Yeah,
71 Craig Jobe.
That was a big play at the defensive line, but if you want to ask me who won the war today, I'm going to tell you the Mercyhurst offensive line. They won the battle up front today, and they made everything happen. Don't get me wrong. Wayne State had a couple big plays, and they made a nice couple stunts and had some pressure on the quarterback. But the bottom line was Mercyhurst offensive line. They won it up front today.
Wayne State calls timeout. 6:42 to play. 37-21 in favor of the Mercyhurst Lakers. And we'll be back in just a bit with the final, I'll say final 6:42, because if I try and put a number of plays on it, they could run 100 plays in 6:42. Anyway, it'll all be here on the Image Sports Network. Stay with us.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hi-ho. Feed your tummy on the go. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Cold milk in a real cool jug. I'm a chug-a-lugging son of a gun. I said let me have a big old sip. I done a double backflip. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hi-ho.
Dean's Milk Chug.
Feed your tummy on the go.
Milk where you want it.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
From Meadowbrook.
Back at Tulio Field, 2nd and 10 for the Lakers. The ball on the 20-yard line of Wayne State. Mercyhurst leading 37-21. And they're looking for more, and they've still got the first team in there, Rob. That's kind of surprising in this heat.
Absolutely, especially this coming at 158th play of the game. Intercepted. Oh,
and he gets knocked down.
By his own player there.
So too did McArdle.
He threw it to 3D coverage there, and they just 3 guys over the top there, and not enough receivers. And that's things you're going to learn. You're a young quarterback, and it's still put him in deep possession. Deep bad field position here for Wayne State, and you didn't put the points on the board, but still, that's things you're going to learn as a quarterback as you move on.
Dave Taddy with the interception, and he got knocked down by his own player. So it's 1st and 10, Wayne State at their own 4-yard line.
I tell you what, speaking for Wayne State, Taddy had a great game. Yep. He really did.
Only 158 plays, huh? I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Oh, big time tackle. Who's that? That's number 2 for the Lakers. That's Shane Lemons in the defensive end position. Came up and whacked down Williamson. We looked down on the sideline also. We saw the near interception by Casey Williams. And he banged his head on the turf, and it looks like he's not doing all that well, sitting on the bench, and it may be a concussion.
Yeah, I tell you, it's just now the heat's taking a toll, and everybody's getting tired. I don't care what side of the ball you're on, and it's a long day. And
nice play fake by Sharon.
Nice catch.
Great catch.
Who is it? Number 30.
That's 30, Thomas.
He's a playmaker too. That's who they ran on the reverse before, and number 20, number 30, 2 big guys for that team. That was a heck of a grab there.
Enough for a first down out to the 15-yard line.
I wonder how many of these guys from Mercyhurst are going to be making it out tonight. It took a toll on them today, this game, no doubt about it. Even the people standing on the sideline with the equipment on are tired.
make no comment, but I have a pretty good idea as to how many will be out tonight. First and 10 from the 15. Sharon play fake. Looks to throw deep across the middle. And the only one that could have caught that is Garrett Patty. That's just a poorly thrown ball. Either that or Pierre Brown ran the wrong route.
Yeah, he just he stopped running when he saw the ball in the air. And
yeah.
I don't know. That's just bad all the way around there. Yep. That's ugly. You don't like to see stuff like that. That's stuff when you go back to the film room that you get really reamed out about pretty bad. Both sides of the play, a quarterback and a receiver.
5:18 to play. Second and 10. Warriors with the ball on their own 15.
Little Chicago Bears defense there at the middle linebacker.
A draw play to
nice
number 43. That's Pat Harwood. Tackled by Platts.
Yeah, Platts had a nice scrape there. I was watching him the whole play. And number 26, the middle linebacker. He really did. He had a heck of a play. That was Tony.
Tony Montini.
Yeah, number 26. He had a great. He had a great play there. Sitting over the middle there, lineman coming at him, and he made a nice scrape, got over, and made the play.
Sounds like a character from The Sopranos. Playing linebacker, Tony Montini. Pass complete to Pierre Brown. Tackle made by 24, Rob Keefe. Looks like enough for another first down. Thankfully, the clock will start again when they set the chains, and that's even taken a while. You gotta give credit to the chain gang and the referees in this game too, because it's been just as hot down on the field for them, and they've had to do just about as much movement as some of these players. So.
Absolutely. You see people in the stands with umbrellas and stuff, and there ain't no rain. It's all heat. Taking a toll on everybody.
And nice. Here's that 20. Yes, it is.
He's still going. What a play. The game ain't over for that kid. You know what I mean? It ain't over for that kid, and it ain't going to be over for Mercyhurst until it's over for him. And, I don't think that kid cares if he's out there by himself. He's going to continue playing football. And, let me tell you, I'd like to go to war with that kid right there. You know what I mean? And he's a heck of a player right there. There's people, not running, not finishing their plays off on Wayne State, not making, sure, the receivers don't got to run downfield as a run play, but hey, you make that block, because if they would have made blocks in that play to receivers, he could have broken it for a touchdown. Yep. Period. You know what I mean? And he's a heck of a ball player, and he deserves a lot of credit today.
Got the last 7 on his own.
In the middle there.
Williamson, a sophomore, and a pass across the middle.
Say hello to my little friend. There he is. We're 26.
Tony Montini.
Yeah, he
may have created a cult figure here. Closing moments of this game.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player there, up in the middle. And, he's a good football player. Yeah, I tell you, the linebackers got a lot of speed there, and they did a fantastic job, as well as defensive linemen, keeping the offensive linemen off of the linebackers.
Yeah. Gain of only 1, 2nd and 9. Sharon throws intended for Julian, the tight end.
Yeah,
pass defended by Ike Morrison.
That's huge. My first cousin is Tony Saragusa. He plays with the Baltimore Ravens, big defensive lineman. I go down and spend time with him during camp, and people don't understand how much, how many different jobs a defensive lineman has. It's just not a pass rush, and it's just not a run stop, and it's to make reads and keep the linemen off of the linebackers, and Ray Lewis goes all them pro balls. My cousin's doing a good job. He's letting Ray Lewis run around and make them.
Sharon, the throw across the middle, complete to Pierre Brown.
Come on, Rob.
Tackle on the play made by 24 for the Lakers. That's Rob Keefe. Keefe's been schooled by this outstanding wideout Pierre Brown, but again, I harken back to the fact that that's nothing that you can learn. You can't learn what Keefe is learning today, even when he gets beat, in practice.
Absolutely. Game situations are so much. That's a heck of a catch there.
Yep.
They're going to their go-to guy now, and it's just, picking him up, and they're going to throw the ball at him. Yeah, you made a good comment there that, game situations are so much different in practice, and, the practice guys don't go up to speed as it is in game. A game situation is a lot faster. Things happen so fast, you don't realize it until you're in there playing.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Give us to
Nice.
43. That's Pat Harwood.
Number 35 come up, make a nice stick there.
Yep. Ike Morrison.
He's doing good at the outside linebacker position today. He runs well, too, and they got a great group of guys over here. We're going to do fine this year. I don't know what side's stronger, the defense or the offense of Mercyhurst.
Yep. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Sharon in the shotgun.
Oh.
Under some pressure, throw, and intended for Pierre Brown. Incomplete.
I like how he threw that over his outside shoulder that time. It just, it wasn't timed up properly, and you know, that's a lot, you know, with the receivers and the quarterbacks, the timing, and that's why you see in the NFL the quarterbacks and receivers stick around all year round, and they work out together because then the timing becomes second nature, and it's not questioned, and that's how you become a better football team, and let alone better football players.
Sure.
You know, being a Division II school, they're not around all year round. You know what I mean? They're not together all year like a Division I program would be, and practicing all the time like that.
Sharon with a pump fake. Now he lofts it out. Intended for Steele. You see Steve Kazar on the far sideline complaining, and there was a push-off, but just as we saw earlier in the game, referee indicated that he didn't think the ball was catchable. So
I'm happy with how the referees called the game today.
Yeah.
And, you know, they didn't, you know, go crazy with the penalties, and they let them play football. And I like that, you know, and that's what it's about. I hate that, too. You see in other sports, referees go nuts. And, you know, hey, let them go out there and let them play the game. Sure, if something's ridiculous, they're going to call a timeout here in Mercyhurst, get themselves together.
2:01 to play in this ball game. Mercyhurst leading Wayne State 37-21. We'll be back with the final 2 minutes in just a moment. This is GLIAC football action, a sports exclusive of the Image Sports Network. Stay with us.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hi-ho. Feed your tummy on the go. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Cold milk in a real cool chug. I'm a chug-a-lugging son of a gun. I said let me have a big old sip. I done a double backflip. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Makes you wanna holler, hi-ho.
Dean's Milk Chug.
Feed your tummy on the go.
Milk where you want it.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
From Meadowbrook.
Our next football broadcast will be Friday evening from Northeast High School as the Wildcats of Northwestern take on Northeast. And a reminder that the Image Sports Network is pleased to announce that we will be moving on the Adelphia cable system from Channel 15, where we're at now, to Channel 12, and that'll be our home for about as long as one can imagine, and we're moving there permanently. 90 events scheduled in the fall and winter, and our opportunity to expand our local sports coverage just gets better. Mark it on your calendar or program it into your remote. Image Sports on Channel 12. Pass to 30. Thomas, he catches it and sprints into the end zone. It's obvious he hasn't played as much as some of the other people, because that's about as fast as you can expect anyone to run on this afternoon.
Absolutely. Now we're going to see special teams come into play. They're going to come back out here with the onside kick after they kick this, or they're going to go for 2, whatever the case is. I think they're going to go for 2 here, and well, if they make the 2 here.
They make the 2, then it's an 8-point game.
Yeah, and then come out, do the onside, go for 2 again, try to tie it up. Interesting to see what happens here. Make it a 1-possession ball game, right? They make the 2-point here.
Sounds a little bit too much like basketball in 1 possession game.
Yeah, I put it in number 20 here.
Sharon throws.
Nice play.
Pass knocked away by Keith. Boy, we talked about Keith getting schooled all day long by Pierre Brown. The student became the teacher on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you say all day, but you hear Brown now later in the game. But you didn't hear too much of him throughout the game, and that means, you know, he's doing pretty good. Good job, Rob. You know, maybe, you know, the heat's taking a toll on everybody, and Brown is their go-to guy out there. And, you know, now he gets the pats on the back. The teammates congratulate him, and they know he did a good job. Now that kid just made a big play. He made this game into a 2-possession game, and they're going to have to get 2 possessions now to win this game. You're going to see the onside kick here. Even if they get it, go down and score, they still got to get another possession back to win the game. And that's a huge play there. And, you know, all that happened set aside, that's a big play right there. And he did more than he knows right now. And when they watch the film and they do the game again, that's huge. I mean, that could be right there. Could be one of the biggest plays of the game, if not the biggest play of the game.
And on a couple of the catches that Brown made, it was more the better play made by Brown than a poor play made by Keefe. And you're right. That's going to loom huge when they look over the films of this game.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's going to be even a little bigger if Wayne State gets his onside kick right here.
Right.
So it's going to be exciting to see. I love special teams play. I mean, I never really, growing up with football, you never really care much about it until you get to the next level. And now, I'm playing professional football. You see the difference that it makes. It is huge. And if you can't play special teams, you can't play football. And you're not going to go to the next level after college if you can't play special teams.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. Lineman, linebacker, whoever you are, you ain't going to the next level unless you play special teams.
Second line for Mercyhurst, Bailey, Patty, Curry, and Megorian. And Tom Palmer has it squared away from him, and it's Byron Curry that falls on it and recovers.
Mercyhurst ball. Looks like this one's going to be over with.
Curry did a great job. You see Tom Palmer come over from McDowell grad, and he plays every play at every game like it was the ultimate play, and he just kind of walked over and shook his head and said, kind of blew it. But thankfully Curry was there for the Lakers.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll stick up for the kid in that play. Let me tell you something. When you're up there 10 yards away, and that ball comes at you, it's a lot harder than it looks. Let me tell you. I had a couple kickers wire a couple of them at me in arena ball, and it's not easy as it looks. That ball's going every different direction.
McArdle would give to Megorian. Loss of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, they know what's coming out. They're going to run the clock down. They're going to run the football. And defensive line, it ain't stupid. They know what's coming in. I wouldn't be surprised though to see Mercyhurst go up over the top here and try to run a quick one by him. But I don't think it's worth it this late in the game. Minute 27 left on the clock. They're going to let the time run down. They're just going to run the ball at it.
Yeah, this is not like Division I where you get extra points for scoring extra points. I think Joe Kimball just wants to let the remaining seconds tick off this clock. But Megorian,
he'll take the extra yards on the stat sheet. He doesn't care. It looks good for the offensive line. A huge hole there on the right side. I tell you, the offensive line, they played a heck of a game today. They really did. I'm impressed, and I like what I saw. They all play well up front, and I think they have a lot of good things. As long as everybody stays healthy, and that's a big part. They got away with a healthy ball club here, and there wasn't too many serious injuries. And I hope 71 comes back next week. He's hobbling around down there. We'll have his foot in the ice bucket tonight and tomorrow, but they'll come back, and they look like they're tough, and they keep everybody healthy. They look like they have a heck of a powerhouse here.
Give to Megorian again on the same play, just lowers his head and gets inside the 40. And that should be actually they're going to stop the clock to move the chains. And if I'm Mercyhurst, I don't snap the ball again because I don't, what is it, 25-second clock?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to snap one more time.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
I'll tell you, Michigan Tech's going to be looking for that play right there. They're going to have to come up with a new running play next week, but they ran that play all day, and that's a heck of a play.
And McArdle takes a knee, and that's it. That's a great opening win. A lot of questions answered by the Mercyhurst Lakers. And the most notable ones, first of all, did they have the speed to compete in this league on defense? Second, could Mac McArdle play quarterback in this league against a very fast defense? And third, did Mercyhurst have the ability to survive this heat wave that we experienced? And all three were answered in pretty fine fashion, Rob.
Yeah, they did a heck of a job today, and I think it was a well-coached game by the Mercyhurst coach, and they mixed it up, and they showed a good, even if they threw more than they ran, they threw enough short passes that they were actually run passes, that they mixed it up enough that they were going long ball, deep ball, long ball, and it kept them off guard there. And then they opened up the running game at the end. Like I said, the passing game opened up the running game, and it kept Wayne State off track all game. And Wayne State kept trying to go over the top all the time, and it just wasn't working for them today. And Mercyhurst capitalized, and You know, they had a good showing here, and it was a well planned out, well executed game by Mercyhurst.
Our next college football game here on the Image Sports Network will be Saturday, September 23rd, as Gannon University takes on, and I know I'm supposed to know who it is. Anyway, and our next game up here will be Saturday, October 7th, as the Lakers take on Saginaw Valley. So for our entire Image Sports crew, Rob Johnson, Doug Davis, and everyone, I'm Steve Bowen, thanking you for joining us. The final, Mercyhurst 37, Wayne State 27. The Lakers open the 2000 season in fine style. We're glad that you joined us here on the Image Sports Network. Good night, everyone.